Why? Because he went to a fancy school.
He was an actor, and he was from New York, but repped the West Coast.
Have you seen that interview of him when he was in school, and he's like talking like a faggot?
Whoa! Can't say that, bro. We're recording. The
Are
hell?
we?
Yeah.
We are.
Dude, what the fuck?
That's a bit coming on strong, bro. I don't even think we're a minute in.
Oh, Jason swears won't matter.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
potty.
Yep.
He was talking like a homosexual.
Who?
Okay.
Tupac. It's like full on flamboyant, like
Flamboyant would have been the best F
zero
word to use
gangster.
there.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
We love a good conspiracy, but you guys remember the theory of him not actually dying? He's not actually dead. He faked his own death.
Yeah,
Machiavelli.
Yeah, I do. And he got a sex change, and now he's Jada Pinkett Smith. I did hear about that one.
He dated Jada Pinkett Smith.
No, she died, and he took her identity.
Oh.
Oh, is it reversed the roles?
Yeah.
Interesting. Anything else on that one, Brad? Any more facts you want to drop?
About Tupac?
Tupac, yeah, being
or about Jada.
Both. I'm confused now. Who's who?
Yeah, me too.
Alrighty, g'day, mates. Welcome back to another podcast. Jason, I just cut you off.
No, you're right.
What were you going to say, mate?
Oh, I can't remember now. Can't have been too good. I actually can't remember.
Alrighty, boys, we're going to start today off with a couple of nostalgic yarns. We were brainstorming before we went live. We were talking about toad golfing when we were a bit younger. Jason's idea.
Yeah.
I think we all did it though.
Yeah, dude.
Me coming across from NZ, I've never seen a cane toad before, and Dad introduced me to the golf clubs, and we'd go out and smack a few and see how far we could hit them. But Jason, you were telling us a story about some salt.
Oh, yeah. So salt or dead oil fucks them up, bro. Wrecks them. But because we were living in the pub, we had like all the salt shakers from the restaurant. So we went out, took the cap off, and then there was this massive toad. Like we'd basically wrecked it. And we're like, we'll get some salt and see what happens. So we poured the salt on it. And then we came out the next morning and the toad was gone. But the grass had already started to die. And then my dad come out and he's like, what the fuck? And then like 2 weeks later, there's like an outline of this toad dead in the grass. And it
Like a
looked
silhouette.
it looked like, like the crime scene chalk drawings.
Oh, yeah.
It looked like that, bro.
That's how much salt you put on it.
Yeah, bro, yeah. Used like 2 salt shakers on this thing, bro. And the toad got off, it like jumped away and then...
Everyone goes inside to eat their fish and chips at Jason's pub and sit down and there's no fucking salt.
Yeah.
They go outside and there's silhouettes of...
There's just chalk marks of toads everywhere.
Shout out to... what was your pub called, mate?
What is it? The Hotel Albert.
Hotel Albert.
Yeah.
Is it still around?
Yeah, it's still going.
We should definitely head there for... Well, maybe not for fish and chips.
Nah. Well, we had Chinese restaurant in there for a while. It was fucking pretty good.
Oh, yeah, that's sick.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of salt and pepper yarns, boys, does anybody else's mother take the bloody salt and pepper sachets from like restaurants and stuff so they've always got backup salt and pepper in their handbag on it? Or is it just my mum?
Nah.
It might be a your mum thing.
Bro, my mum will take those salt and pepper sachets, and it works out to be a blessing whenever we're away and no one's got any salt available. I always look at mum, and sure enough, there's a few sachets that get pulled out and thrown on the table or under the table.
You just turn to her and she's already got one out. Just like, got you, son. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Jinx.
I can't talk for the rest of the pod.
Well, now I get to punch you in the nuts. Isn't that the rule?
I don't think it's the nuts, bro.
We've been
Do you know
playing
Jinx?
been playing it wrong my
Yeah,
whole
Jinx. I think it's, you can't talk.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
punching the nuts.
No, but if you
If
do
you
talk...
Sack whacker's the old, oi, look,
got me.
too.
Got me. Yeah, but it's got to be below the hip, is it?
No, was it below the knee?
You got to go
Below the knee.
Yeah, the lower the better, and the filthier. Like if you get caught and someone's doing it around their ankle, you're like, oh my god, I've been caught with my pants down. But if they're just dropping one just down to the kneecap and they catch you off guard,
I don't want to
think
look
it's
at you now, bro. Jason's already fucking jinxed me. He wants to punch me in the nuts, and and you're getting the old fucking gotcha.
You'll be wearing a jockstrap come next week, I reckon.
bro.
You're sack whacking the nut puncher.
It's actually funny you started talking about that because like you know how you do like Spotto and all that in the cars, like whenever you see or punch buggy, like whenever you see a yellow Volkswagen.
Not around as much though.
No,
that was the whole game, right?
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
you did see one.
Well, now because you don't see them anymore, my kids just play with yellow cars whenever you see a yellow car.
Which is still probably just as rare.
Yeah, pretty rare. But the whole jinx thing, I haven't worked out what they say because they say it so quick. But it's something like jinx on a roof. If you talk, you owe me a Pepsi or something like that. But they say it real fucking quick, and like I just catch like jinx at the start and then Pepsi at the end. But it's something about a roof. If anyone actually knows what it is, can you let me know? Because the old dad ears aren't working that well.
Jason Kenyon, we want you guys to call up next week on Your Mate's Yards and Teas.
Yeah. Do they use any of the new slang?
Yeah.
Because I've seen heaps of shit around it lately, like older dudes, not even old, they're like our age, and they're like,
You're old, bro.
They're like, oh, well, okay, Ben, tell me what skibbity means then.
Come on, Betty.
Like a goosey? Skibbity?
I don't know. I
goosey?
can't
You
answer.
know-
That sounds good. Yeah, like if I was going to try and use it, yeah, I pulled the old skibbity on him. Yeah.
Did you see that?
But they do that. What the Sigma?
Yeah, Sigma. That's
Dude,
I don't know what that is.
bro. I just keep thinking of bloody smegma.
I know what me and Anna, we looked it up. So what the because we were like, what the fuck are they saying? Like we thought,
Isn't that the number one rule?
Well, oh yeah, I know. Well, Anna looked it up. 3 under the bus, sorry, Dale. But yeah, it's like a part of the Roman alphabet. You know, like alpha, beta. But apparently Sigma is like better than alpha. I don't know.
But
Oh my God.
I guess in today's world, that just means that you can throw it out wherever.
You think kids
Yeah.
are trying too hard?
But that's like it doesn't make sense to me.
Bit
Yeah,
much.
exactly. It doesn't make sense. Like what the alpha? Like what the Sigma? Like well, the Sigma sounds cool, but
Wouldn't you say like what the foxtrot? Like what
that
the
sounds
fuck?
cool. Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Sigma can be used, but again, you can't overuse it, especially when it's one of those words.
Did you see there was a school in Sydney that's actually banned it? They
What,
wrote it
Sigma?
like all these like new catchphrases from Gen Alpha. They're called now.
True. Oh no.
So they're not even allowed to say phrases, bro. They're not allowed to say "let them cook."
No.
What?
And my missus was like,
love that.
What does let him cook mean?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" I was like,
Yeah.
"Like let him do his thing.
Yeah.
Let him cook, baby."
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
That's what they say on the NRL. You know, like they'll say that when, well, not every single game, but I've heard commentators go, "Let him, he's cooking," or something like that.
Yeah. It's along the same line.
Bit of
Anyway.
bit pretentious there.
It's a bit much, isn't it?
Oh no.
But,
Don't say that.
but
Jason.
even in the letter though, it said it's because it's making the teachers feel dumb and excluded. I'm just like, oh
That's even better. So they ban it.
yeah. So now you know what's going to happen. They'll use it twice as much,
Yeah. Well, they find different ways to use it too.
or they'll just make up more dumb shit. It makes
Yeah.
less sense.
Yeah, you think we struggle trying to figure out what it means? Could you imagine a teacher in front of them?
Yeah.
not being able to just whip your phone out and be like, "What does Sigma mean?"
Yeah, that teacher that's like 65 years old. She's just teaching because she loves kids, trying to make the place a better place. But
Meanwhile, the kids are talking code behind her back.
yeah, just roasting her.
But imagine banning something just because you don't understand it. Like that's the most fucking like that's baby boomer shit.
Well,
Man.
they did that with COVID, didn't they? They didn't understand it, so they
Yeah,
kept
but-
banned everyone from doing anything.
Yeah.
And then didn't take any ownership when they realised they'd fucked up. Anyway, not a COVID pod.
Yeah.
Nah, let's not do that because I
Thanks a lot.
guarantee Brad's got a fucking tinfoil
mate.
hat on under that beanie.
Anastasia fucking Pallet Jack has got some fucking answers to give me, I reckon.
That's old Dan Andrews, bro. He got didn't he get an Order of Australia medal
Did he?
at the last Australia Day?
He's not OAM.
Yeah, I think he got one.
For what? Turning the state into a fucking prison fucking
Colony.
camp. Yeah.
It's been done before here. Sorry.
Yeah.
Alrighty, boys, we're going to move on to the
He's
next.
But he does drink beer. Yeah. Good
Yeah.
on you, Dan Andrews.
Got big ears
Fucking
too.
wanker.
Why'd he close the pubs then, wanker?
Yeah, he's a fucking wanker. That's why.
Speaking of beers though,
Yeah.
Check out these deadly coolers.
Well, for our YouTube viewers and our, I guess more so our audio listeners, because the YouTube viewers would be already seeing these Brouhahas on screen. But we did link up with the boys on Friday, and they gave us some merch, and they gave us plenty of ale to sink over the next few months. And the boys have stocked us up. But a massive shout out to our mates over at Brouhaha Brewery.
It's actually lager, Ben, not ale.
Ale. Oh, sorry, I just saw ale. Like we've got some.
We do have some
of the
ales.
testers.
Yeah, we've got testers. We've got some content coming up though. That's gonna be exciting. I'm actually really excited. Wish we could do it all tonight.
That'd be sick, eh?
Probably not the 8%ers though.
I'm looking forward to that shit.
I am too, but I'm glad it's just a 4-pack. Imagine trying to do a pod of 8%ers, bro. We'd have to all stay
shit.
at Ben's house.
Yeah, definitely not happening.
It'd be like that night that I streamed the pokies, and I drank 3/4 of a bottle of Kraken.
Yeah.
Have you got the replay of that? Have you got footage somewhere?
It's still on.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
We'd have to go back and clip it up.
No, the group got archived.
Yeah.
So damn. Oh well.
But anyway, back to the guys over at Brouhaha Brewing. If you head over to Instagram and search them up in the main feed, you should find them. Alternatively, you could even head over to our Instagram and you'll find that we're following them as well. So that's another way you can find the boys. But make sure that you go on and follow them, especially if you're a Queensland guy. You like drinking your beer and you visit the Sunny Coast as well, because they've got a couple of breweries up there, and we're going to make a trip next time because Georgie made the trip this time. But they've got a pool table, they've got everything for
food vans, entertainment, and they got tours of the brewery as well. I'm pretty sure
brewery tours. Yeah. So it's not just
testers and stuff, man. It looks elite. I can't wait to go there.
They do it well. So,
George did message me and said that there will be cartons to buy from a bottle shop on the Gold Coast as of Friday.
Brad's local.
Oh, it's actually, it's pretty close. But it's actually local to mine, Star Liquor in Labrador on Government Road. But he said that they will be doing cartons of mid for $50 and cartons of heavy for $54.
Ooh, let's go.
24 cans of the good stuff for $54 if you like the heavies is not a bad price to pay for a better beer, I don't reckon.
Yeah, I reckon so as well, because everything is fucking like 55 to 60 these days. So that's undervalued. You're selling yourself short.
Brown water.
Brouhaha. You're selling yourself short, guys.
So don't just keep asking us, do you really like the beer that much? Go try it for yourself and then tell us we're wrong. And if you tell us we're wrong, we'll bash you.
Yeah. We'll come and find you with Ben's mates that robbed his house.
Yep.
I still think that was an inside job from Jason.
What? No. It was probably the Koreans, bro.
In the 3 months prior to Jason not coming here, I didn't have one disturbance. Comes here for 3 pods.
Do you think they've followed him from Labrador?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. I think he texts them on the
Bro, there's no way they're making an hour's trip down here.
Well, they tried traffic. Was the scooter?
It's not an hour's trip at 3 a.m.
Was the scooter found on the way to Labrador? Was it?
Oh, don't take me back to it, but no.
Yeah, so it's further south. So they probably come up from Tweed. Probably come from Tweed. They probably followed Brad up.
Ben, can I please have a Brouhaha?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
It's funny, we live in like the more hood areas, and Ben's house is the one that gets robbed.
Easy targets, bro. That's why. They saw Doos and went, "What's
the
worst he's going to do is
Doos
try
actually opens a door for him."
Yeah.
It's like, that's a leg I can hump if they get in here.
Yeah. And also make sure that you go ahead and follow our mates over at TopSport. Again, we've been a little bit slack on the multis as of lately, but especially coming into final season with a couple of big UFC cards coming along. If you guys love a punt and love a bet, head over to TopSport, download the app, sign up with Your Mates promo code YourMates with a capital Y, and you'll have access to all of our markets and our tips. While you're at it, follow across to our social media pages. Over on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube, we are Your Mates Podcast, and on Instagram, your.mates.pod. We say it most weeks, but again, we really appreciate the follows and all the support that we've been getting. Close to 20K on TikTok after the big weekend that we've just had. And a couple of the clips, you guys know I like to talk about the clips that have that were posted, but we'll get onto some of them soon. But one of the standouts, one of the best ones, was from the Dolphins and the Broncos game.
Oh, what a game!
We had a couple go viral. The first one was Tavita Pangai Jr. and Payne Haas locking horns. under a minute in, I think.
Dude, it was like, was the first set?
Yeah, first set of the. Dolphins got a penalty, I think, on the opening set, and then they tapped the ball, and that was the hit up after the tap ball. But these two just going at it, and sure enough, who do you guys think won? That little, obviously, just that little altercation.
Oh, probably TPJ.
TPJ?
Bro, he's looking chunky, bro.
He's got a belly.
Bro, I seen him bend over to play the ball, and I was like, "Fuck!" I was like, "You're making me feel good about myself."
Yeah, me too, bro.
I'm not going to say that to his face. He's probably just smacked me, but
Surely Haas wins that.
Yeah, that little.
Don't touch my fucking what's his shoes?
TNs.
Don't touch my TNs style, bro.
Yeah, don't stand on my TNs.
Don't touch my fresh Liz Frank. Should not have been back that early anyway to not make finals. Come on.
But it was good animosity and intensity leading into the game, and then it also boiled over a little bit, and there was a bit of controversy around Adam Reynolds staying down for longer than anticipated, and he's copping the back end of it.
He's a fucking cat.
He was down for ages too.
And then Felice gets off.
Yeah,
He gets smacked with a 2-week ban, and then got off with a fine.
Yep.
So he fought the charge throughout the week. So the 2-game ban has now been lifted. He's free to play this week, which rightfully so as well.
It would have ruined the game with the Knights when they're actually playing both for the top 8. And it's the last game of the round.
Yeah.
So literally the last game of the regular season will decide the top 8.
And that
would have ruined it.
He's a staple player for them.
Oh, dude, name a better rib tickler in the business than him.
No, I can't think of one.
I can't. Oh, maybe Liam Martin.
Maybe
When he's on his day. Oh, a couple of years ago, maybe, but
Radley on his day.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
consistently,
Might get the hit
like
as well while he's at it.
especially with that haircut, bro. Like, I'd be terrified if I was a half, bro. Like, there's no fucking chance I want that skullet smashing me, bro.
I loved the talk while Felice was getting sent, 10 in the bin.
Oh, yeah.
And as he's walking past Adam Reynolds, he smirks at him and has a few words
Yeah.
to him. Sure enough, Adam Reynolds goes back at him as well, chirps up and fuck off, doing all these ones. It's like, bro, everybody, I think everybody in Suncorp and watching at home knows what would happen if you actually go toe to toe with Finn Diesel.
Were you hoping for a battle of Brookie situation?
Oh yes,
I was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I didn't think it would boil over that much, but I guess the intensity had it. Behind the game with the whole this is our house and Kevy versus Wayne and
It's the Battle of Brisbane, isn't it?
Yeah.
It could have been that.
and it was for a top 8 spot for them both. Loser gets knocked out of the finals race. So yeah.
On Kevy, you just mentioned him. Did you see the presser after?
Bro,
He was a salty bitch, bro. The way he was going back at the reporter. Oh, you seem to know a lot about everything. Why don't you tell me?
Yeah. No, that's
like
I think going into that press conference, you've got to prepare for you've come out publicly throughout the week, so you've got to prepare for things to go good, for things to go bad, and he didn't even come he honestly just came in preparing for them to win, which was the complete opposite.
Do you think he dug that hole a little early by saying they will make the finals?
Yeah, we will. Did you? There's pages on Facebook that are like, we hate the Brisbane Broncos.
Yeah. I follow that page.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
He's actually the admin of the page.
That's probably why it keeps popping up in my feed.
I only joined about a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because I kept getting suggested for it as well.
That's what I kept getting, and I'm like, I'm not fucking following that page, but it keeps coming up.
It's good for a laugh.
Yeah, it looks like it, dude. But I'm like, I can't be immersed in that because I'll then me and Jamin will have to fucking fight little fisticuffs,
I'd back you.
Would you?
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
I haven't met
okay,
Jamin. I
wasn't-
still owe. I think I probably owe Jamin $100, so I don't want to dig my hole deeper with that. Cunt.
I was going to say you didn't sound confident at all, and I know I'm not getting backed up by Benny.
Well, apparently
Anybody else other than Jamin, yeah.
Apparently Gemma's got some
Fuck
hands
Alex.
on him though.
Does he?
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah, most people do have hands.
Yeah. Oh,
Yep.
Couple of feet on him as well.
that was a bit rude. Paralympics on the moment.
Oh,
so.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, that's a good yarn. How about the
Paralympics, dude.
Yeah.
That dude who, I don't think he's got any arms.
Did you see
And
him
he-
headbutt the wall?
And
Yeah.
no, I didn't.
It's like-
Don't
Yeah.
laugh, bro.
Someone
No,
put
it's
at least
so
someone
good.
put a kickboard there, so if he hits his head, it's like foam or something.
remember
yeah,
I
but
should-
then that makes the distance
so he's
shorter
not
and
actually
it's cheating.
and he's not actually touching the wall.
Yeah.
No, I've got a solution. They've all got to wear helmets if he's racing.
Bro, imagine
It's
the
not fair if he's the only one wearing a helmet.
Imagine the drag on
Fair,
a bike helmet in the pool.
But are you talking about the dude with no arms and he was like really short and it looked like
It
his
was like a
feet
seal,
were like connected?
like a mermaid.
Well, I don't know if his feet were connected, but he was like, yeah, he was doing like the,
The butterfly
Yeah,
kick,
yeah.
eh?
yeah, but it was backstroke.
Yeah, I've seen that guy
But
as well.
his head didn't go under the water at all, and he was just like, bro, it was like a motorboat. You know, he's just fucking.
Love me a good motorboat.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Motivating Paralympians.
Don't say it,
But
man.
You're the
Don't
one.
say it.
he was.
just-
But that dude was hammering, right? But he had a fucking unfair advantage because I don't know if you saw the start of the race. He was being held up by a towel with which
To push off.
Yeah, to push off. So he got like that extra leverage, bro. Like, fair enough, he has no arms, so he can't hold himself
What are you
there.
talking about an advantage?
Bro, that's an advantage, bro. He's got extra leverage.
The others have got arms. He doesn't have arms.
Yeah,
That's their advantage.
Oh my god, bro.
he did half the pool under the water, bro.
Oh,
You're not impressed.
I would think he's a cheating cunt.
oh my god.
He's a cheating cunt.
Cheating Paralympians.
Right.
Well, I saw like I seen the javelin being thrown and it didn't even stick into the ground, but they still counted it. So it's like
What?
Yeah. And again, it's probably a touchy subject. We probably shouldn't.
No, it's not.
Hey, they've been doing some good stuff though. I think we got
great stuff.
I think we got 2 bronzes in the pool yesterday and a gold for the. I think it's like a 6-person medal, individual medley or something.
Yeah, probably because our people have got arms and legs.
Well,
Did you see?
I think. Oh, I don't know how they do it. If it's like, because like I don't know.
Yeah,
how
do they take time off? Like, how do they even the playing field?
Well, that's what
Well,
I
they
mean.
just-
Like, if you got someone with one leg,
Brad's
and then
logic is that they hold them up and give them the boost.
Bro, he got a boost. I'm telling you, he started that
I don't know
out
if
of
that's
the water.
I don't know if that's a boost.
You got to boost
Well, what
off his one leg.
Should we get in the fucking pool? Someone hold up with a towel and one without, just a normal backstroke.
All right,
jump
so
off.
how's the bro out supposed to take off? Is he supposed to just kick a float with no arms and
or just
legs?
push,
paddle?
just push
Well, I
push
just don't
straight
think
legs?
He's going to pre-exhaust himself by the time they hit go.
I just think he shouldn't be allowed to compete. Like, he's got an unfair advantage.
Oh, it's a Paralympics, bro. You can't say
But
that.
well, that's the thing, right? It's Paralympics, which suggests that you're missing a limb or all of your limbs.
He's
or,
missing 2.
or something. But there's guys in it. I don't know where I read this. There's guys in it who just have like a really low IQ.
So they're doing a full Johnny Knoxville, the ringer.
The ringer, bro. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but-
reckon that'd be done.
perfectly healthy people besides
The
their
mental
IQ.
state.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kind of like Jason, except he's not
say.
healthy.
yeah. True.
He still
sorry,
gets
mate. That was
confused
unfair.
for a Paralympian.
Coming from Brad, the picture of health.
I actually told Anna that last night. That was a picture of perfect health.
Have you seen that video?
Hey, just so everyone knows, me and you both right now are wearing double XL shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They look good too.
yeah.
Look like a
I'm
couple
only
of
wearing
tally-
double
look
XL
like a
because
couple of Teletubbies.
Ben didn't want to
Double-
rock the medium that was given to him,
Double XL,
which he looked great in, by
Brouhaha.
the way.
Yeah, the medium, bro. There was, like I said, maybe an extra medium I might fit into, but
I don't know
not
what
the,
that is.
Extra medium. Is that big? Is extra medium bigger or smaller?
It's a double XM. that would suit me well, I reckon.
I think it's smaller.
No, but is it no?
Nah, it's
Well,
extra. So in
but
between,
extra small is smaller. So is extra medium larger or?
Well, it
It'd be
depends
like-
what the average. Like, if large is like the that's what everyone is. Who's like, so let's say that's a normal size large.
yeah.
Then extra medium is like the same as like extra
It's
small.
just like, like you call someone mid,
extra small
Oh, I
is
see what you mean.
smaller than small.
Yep, I see what you mean. But
but extra large is bigger than large.
So
So the smaller-
by
the
your
bigger you
logic,
go.
Yeah, by your logic, you should be like a medium large.
yeah, in between the medium and the large.
Is that right?
I think so.
Yeah, that's how the scaling goes.
Fuck, I'm overthinking this. It's making my fucking brain hurt.
mine too.
Well, you go
but-
like extra small, small, extra medium, extra medium. Is that right?
yeah.
But extra large is bigger than large.
I think there's a market for it
there's
as
some
well.
there's that's fucked,
Yeah,
bro.
you know,
We
the-
found something
all
out.
the-
Yeah.
all the,
There's
all
something
the
Teenage fat.
the unsung extra mediums out there just crying for help. It's like the big
Yeah.
thickies that can't get a 7XL.
But there's something in the middle there where it changes, right?
Yeah, and there's a big size difference between your
Because-
mediums and your larges.
Yeah.
Are you trying to
Because-
say
well,
Are
no.
you trying to say the gap like between like the large gap between a small and a medium?
Well, no, what I'm trying to say is extra small is smaller than small, but extra large is bigger than large. So between medium and large, where does extra actually fit in?
Well, maybe it goes. Maybe that's why medium's just mid.
Maybe there's
Maybe
a
it is-
size
maybe-
extra
no, but maybe
that's
it-
called extra and nobody knows about it. And it's in between medium and large.
But maybe that's medium.
No, medium's medium.
Well,
Mediums in the middle of
yeah,
small and large.
exactly.
But then there's the sizes that are in between those two.
But there's no
there's
extra
a
in it.
huge gap. There's a
fuck,
big bridge.
fuck those people. That's like people who get half size in shoes, bro. They can fuck off too.
Well, that's
wear
me.
Wear a 12 or an 11 or piss off.
I wear half
Like,
size.
what about
'cause my
9?
foot's wider, like this.
What about 8s or 9s?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like, you're not a half. You're not a 9. Like people go, oh, sorry, I'm a 9.5. Like,
Yeah, I'm an extra 9.
Yeah. every shoe salesman ever that hears a point on their fucking shoe size rolls their eyes when they turn around
Oh,
and
you
grab the
reckon?
shoe. 100%.
Nah, none of them do that, bro. They're just selling shoes.
I used to work at a shoe store, and
Did you roll your eyes at a 0.5? You weren't a real shoe salesman then, Ben. I'm telling you now.
You sell shoes. You sold socket accessories.
You'd get extra pay if you tack on a few accessories. Moving on from that one, guys. The other one that we had today was pushy stacks. So a couple of stacks on the push bikes when we were younger. Taking it back to growing up. Jace, do you have anything in particular? I've told mine where I've stacked on the bike jumps and went home in the ambulance.
My actually one that when I first moved to Queensland, I was literally here for like a week. Fucking just so excited to be able to ride my bike everywhere and stuff. So anyway, I got grounded the first week I was here, and Dad took my bike off me
What for?
for not being home before the street lights got on.
Naughty boy.
Yeah.
Number one.
So anyway, he took my bike. So I was like, oh, fuck, got you, mate. I'll fucking just go with my mate. He's got stunt pegs on the back. So I jumped on the back of the stunt pegs, riding down this hill, freshly asphalted road, but it wasn't a sealed road. It's, you know, that one where they have just the tar and the gravel on the top.
Yeah,
So going down
that's
this-
called chip seal.
Yeah, that's the one. So we're going down this road, and it's like pretty steep hill, and then the fucking highway is at the bottom of this road. And my mate's like, oh, fuck, forgot to tell you, I've got no brakes. So I start fucking freaking out. I'm like, fuck this. I can see cars going past on the highway. I'm like, nah, fuck this, I'm out. So I jump off
Were you on the front or the back?
the back.
Okay.
So I was standing on the back holding onto his shoulders,
Yeah.
and he did have brakes. I jump off, and I fucking like land sideways, my whole leg. And you know when you get like gravel rash through your pants, but your pants don't rip?
Yeah.
I literally had it from my ankle to my head, and then I like got up, and I was like, ugh, like couldn't even cry and shit. I was that fucked up. And
Trying
I've
to
got-
cry but can't.
Yeah, and I've got like asphalt and fucking rocks
Yeah,
stuck to my
stuck in-
head,
yeah.
all stuck to my arm, stuck to my sores, like all my gravel rash, all full of asphalt and stuff. And I'm like, ugh, like couldn't move, bro. And then I see my mate, like I get up and I see him get to the bottom of the hill, pulls the brakes on, does a big like boardy on the fucking end of the street. And he's like, why'd you jump off, you fucking idiot? I was like, you said you had no fucking brakes, bro, and there's cars down there. And he's like, oh my God. I'm like, can you take me home? Like, I couldn't even stand on the back of the bike, bro. So I had to walk home anyway. And then I get in and Dad's like, where the fuck have you been? I was like, oh. And he's like, weren't you grounded? And I was like, yeah, you said I couldn't ride my bike. And he's like, you weren't supposed to leave the house. I'm like, fuck.
That's called karma.
Oh, and then I had to get, then my bloody nan was picking all the rocks out of my sores. And bro, it's just a
Fuck.
terrible
and
bust
that,
up.
That chip seal, it peels up real easy too.
Yeah. Oh, it was
Yeah.
stuck everywhere, bro.
Was this in the day?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Middle of
so-
summer, bro,
yeah,
in
so
Monto,
that-
in central Queensland. It was
So that
hot.
shit's peeling up
Yeah.
real easy.
Yeah, bro. That was literally my first week in Queensland. I get grounded and I get fucking
No
dusted
wonder,
up by.
no wonder he hates Queensland.
Yeah, it's been an ongoing relationship of hate.
I've had a few stacks in me time. One of the more memorable ones. I was with me mate Brett, and we were just riding around. And like, you know, when you do fishies like in the loose gravel, you know, when you pedal, you flick the back out.
Yeah.
And you do fishies on the pushy. Well, I was like, oh, I wonder if you can do front wheel fishies. And so we're like pedaling real fast, and both of us were like next to each other, and I'm like ripping the front wheel side to side. And Like dumb cunt, obviously. And what happens? The front just goes straight out from underneath me, and I just eat absolute shit. My mate was like, "You're an idiot." But and then another time, I was actually with Dirty Dick Rick.
Did he ever bust up?
No, he didn't. It was just me. He learnt from my lesson. And I was with Dirty Dick Rick, and we were riding around the streets, and we're probably about 12, 13 years old. And we found like a piece of rope, and I was like, "Oh, dude, you could tow me?" And he's like, "Yeah, sweet." And so we've tied it to his seat pole, and then I just put it on one side of my handlebars. And like, I'm like, as we're taking off, it's not too bad. But then I think we're like coming to an intersection, and I thought, we've both got to slow down at the same time, sort of thing. And I hit my brakes, and he didn't. He kept going. I hit my brakes, and he's just riffed my handlebars out from underneath me, and I've just ate shit again.
How long was the rope? Could you see it watching the rope getting shorter and shorter, and then doink?
The rope. No, because he was towing me, so it was tight.
True, so it was already tight.
Yeah, and it was about 2 meters long, so we were pretty close to each other. But yeah, eating shit, dude.
Oh, that's gold.
I remember Black Hobbit. I don't know if you guys know Sexton's Hill in Tweed Heads. It goes over, where Tweed River is. It goes up to Tweed River to the bridge that goes over Tweed River. Anyway, it's very fucking steep, and he actually was right. He used to make his own bikes. And, he's probably going to correct me on this, but I'm pretty sure because he used to weld like the front forks together to like have a raked out front of his bike. And anyway, the problem with that was, like on a motorbike, you sort of got to lean into the corners, because if you turn, the whole where the handlebars connect, the whole bike swings.
Yeah.
When you turn. Anyway, he was going down this hill, which is very steep, and he started to get the speed wobbles. And when you can't, that does this to your handlebars.
Yeah.
And when you're doing that, the whole bike's gone. Anyway, he ate absolute shit going down this thing, and like you, gravel rash, except he had it to, I think the doctors said it was 70% of his body.
Gee, was he naked?
No.
Fucking hell.
Oh, he might have been. I don't know. You know what BH is like.
Yeah. Fuck.
And there was another time, I think it might have been, it was in the same area in Benora Point. He was going down a hill, and I think he like went to sort of lift his front wheel up, and then the front wheel came off the bike, and then he went down and ate shit again, rolled down the hill. Yeah, he's had a few more than me.
And you see, when you're a kid though, you don't give a fuck. Like, you'll do that. Like, if you try to do that shit now, you'd be like, oh, hang on.
Dude, I would hate to have a tumble now. At 100 kg, 160 kg.
That was my theory behind some of these young kids that are going over to the Olympics and killing it. Like, they've got no fear. Yeah. Whereas, like, we think we've got all these memories from back in the day, but also, there's lots of things stopping us from going down and trying those things. Like, if we hurt ourselves, break a leg doing some stupid shit, you got to go back to work on Monday and tell them what happened. I was trying to do a tail whip on my scooter.
But going to school with a cast on was cool as shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but at 100 kg, you're breaking every bone in your body coming off a tail whip, dude.
And back to having a cast at school, and then you get everybody to sign it.
Yeah, that was the cool bit.
Yeah, that was it would suck coming to school with the temporary cast, the white one, because you get a few signatures on it or whatnot. But when you had the cast iron, you knew you were legit.
I got strong bones, bro. I never broke a bone.
Haven't done enough
after the age of 2.
No broken bones, no teeth problems.
Bro,
you are
like
the epitome of health.
Picture of perfect health. Told you.
Yeah. But when I broke my arm, went to school, I had the temporary one on Ben. And one of my mates was like, "Oh, your arm's not even broken," just fucking crow-pecked my cast. And bro,
how'd it go?
It fucking sent pain all the way up to my fucking chest. Like, it was that fucking sore. I was like, don't cry, you're in year 8 now.
What did he do? So did he break your cast?
No, he crow-pecked it. Like, crow-pecked my cast.
Crow-peck?
Like, you never been crow-pecked? Punched you on the top of the head? with a knuckle out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did that to my cast, bro, right where the break was.
Hold on. What did you call it, Ben? What was it called?
No, I didn't have a word for it, but
Because it's kind of like a noogie.
yeah,
But you
yeah,
just-
see,
you just-
it'd be a
real
noogie.
Except
sharp.
it wasn't that. It was.
It would be a
force.
knock. Yeah. Crow peck. No, that's the first time. Look at that. You taught me something.
And you
Another
do it-
week,
you do it
another
on
week,
the-
another lesson taught.
You do it on the top of people's heads, or you hit them on this bit on their forearm.
Yeah,
Corks
and
their-
the welt
Bro,
comes up. Hey.
something elite, and they
used to
cork your arm like proper, like you can't move your fingers and shit.
You get
Can we-
little
should we
Charlies
do
there.
it?
Should we give Ben a crow back?
Yeah, do you want a crow pack on your arm? See the welt? Come on.
Nah, I'm good. What about you remember Frosties?
Oh yeah,
Oh fuck!
That was pretty brutal.
yeah,
eh?
and smileys.
smileys. Yeah,
Oh god.
I was a dumb fuck. Asked someone what a smiley was, and he's like sitting there fucking around with this lighter, and I was like, "What's a smiley anyway?" And I seen him fucking around with it, and he just like, and I was like, "Fuck!"
Oh shit.
I was like, "Cunt, I don't want to." I don't know if you can see it.
asked ya.
It was on my arm
Yeah,
area somewhere.
I can sort of say that. There, yeah. But yeah, wasn't dumb enough to get a smiley or a frosty.
Do you ever, you ever-
Gave frosties.
do you ever burn someone's heel with a lighter?
Nah.
Oh, dude, they don't feel it for ages. Then all of a sudden, it just fucking
pain.
it's sick. Oh, it's not sick, but it's funny if it's not you getting one.
Yeah.
Alrighty, boys, we're going to move on to a little bit of sports yarns because we've got plenty to go through tonight. We're going to skip a few, but we'll go on to a bit of UFC news. So I was watching Dana White Contender Series today, and they just acquired a new Australia-New Zealand fighter from Perth, Quillan Soulkilled, I believe his name is.
Soul killed.
Soul Killed, yeah.
If his nickname
Hectic,
isn't the Soul Killer,
the Soul Taker.
bro, that's
The Grim Reaper. I don't know.
Nah,
Yeah,
that's-
we got to
that's-
come up with a
that's
good.
Bobby Knuckles, mate, the Reaper.
No, he's just the Reaper.
Yeah, fucking
Yeah, Soul Kill
Soul Kill.
with a D on the end. So it's-
Killed.
yeah, SALKILLD.
That's sick. I love that
Yeah,
name.
it's such a unique one.
Yeah.
Quillan as well. So, but anyway, back to his fight. So he had a 3-round war with an American, and the American actually looked like the more technical fighter. He was a lot more sort of darting in and out, and probably looked better off overall. But yeah, surely enough, Quillan's like intensity to just keep pouring the pressure on, utilize a lot of grappling, but obviously in the Dana White Contender Series, it's a little bit risky using your grappling heavy because he wants to see exciting fights and he doesn't want to, he doesn't not the biggest fan of the grappling in those fights. But
Neither are you.
sure. But yeah, Quillan managed to put together a scrappy win, but it
Or
still
Benny
looked
White over here.
it still looked quite convincing as well. And I think he won all 3 rounds. He did sort of get tagged a couple of times, which shows
Can he strike?
he can strike, bro. So he had some amazing sort of moments, but he's very fresh.
Anyone you could relate him to? His current UFC fighter?
I was watching him thinking he's got a bit of so he's really tall and lanky for his weight division. So he's a lightweight, and he was 6 foot tall, and he had a 5-inch reach advantage over a guy who was 5'10", and sort of just like a normal sort of lightweight. So he had sort of Dan Hooker's intensity to him, but then his striking again, it was like an unpublished Dan Hooker almost. Like there was still moments where he'd be caught off balance or he'd just be throwing things for the sake of it, and probably his defense could tighten up a lot
So
more.
like
as well,
a lightweight, like Kevin Holland.
yeah,
type.
yeah, almost. A bit like I said, I give him a couple of years to tidy a couple of those defensive mistakes up, and I think against the right opponents, he can do some work. But as well, I think he definitely he got an advantage due to his reach and size. The other guy was a lot smaller and sort of felt it, so I think he can use that in the UFC. But surely enough, like I said, Dana awarded him the contract, and we've now got another fighter to back. So keep an eye out for Quillan Soulkilled.
So wait, is he Aussie or Kiwi?
He's Aussie from Perth.
Oh,
So he's been to all.
yeah, I get what you're doing. Just
He's
trying
been-
to tag on NZ.
Come on. I'm trying to shout out this side of the world.
It's like you just trying to take Pavlova.
We're not
Southern Hemisphere, baby.
Yeah, even
Let's go.
Yeah,
Trying to take Pavlova, Farlap, fuck all the good stuff.
Quillan.
yeah, we've had both
Quillan.
of those. You guys can have Quillan and James Tarmo.
Fuck off. James is yours.
Sonny Bill's ours.
Oh,
Anyway,
you can have him. Fuck.
moving on to the next part, I've actually seen some news this week that there was obviously a lot of hype around the UFC sphere in Mexican Independence Day. they've been struggling to sell a lot of the tickets. I believe Riyadh, Abu Dhabi have invested something close to over $20,000, I guess. But yeah, the UFC is struggling to sell tickets. There's still 3,000 tickets available, and usually they're sold out by now. And they've also had to reduce the ticket prices. I believe there was some around sort of $2,200 that are now available for about $700 or $800. So,
Fuck, wouldn't you be pissed if you bought them first?
oh,
You reckon they did refunds?
Nah, no way, dude. Yes, please, Benny.
Did you put this bit of news in, Ben, because you weren't a fan of the Noche card to start with, and you want to see it fail?
I'm not a hater like you, mate.
Can I have one, please?
Yep. Can we get another? Can we get another 6-pack?
Oh, yep.
Oh, we out. Oh, sorry, Benny.
I got one.
Oh, you got one.
But that's it. Yeah, so I don't know. No, I just thought it was interesting and a bit of a backfire because they've invested so much time and money into the UFC sphere, and I wasn't the biggest fan of the card. And I think if you put a couple of Mexican fighters that, Yair Rodriguez, I don't know if Ortega's on there.
Yeah, Ortega's on there.
Ortega's
He's
on
fighting Lopez.
They still could have put a couple of more. I think Grasso, or she might be the main.
She's fighting Valentina. Yeah.
Did you see Ortega's latest video of him like sparring a dummy, and he's like, it must be at his house.
Oh no, I haven't seen it.
Oh, dude, can we get that up somehow?
Tell us about it.
So he's like got a dummy that you like practice your ground and pound on, I guess, and sort of like hanging against his wall, and he's like doing this like fucking weird shit to it, dude. And he's like he's like trying to like sort of
I saw that.
samba or something,
Yeah.
bro. But he's like fully unco.
Nah, it was weird.
Yeah.
It was borderline sexual.
It was borderline sexual creep style, bro. Like Jeffrey Dahmer shit, bro.
Oh, this thing?
Yeah. That's
Jeffrey
it.
Dahmer.
Look,
That's a fucking
what's
great
he
comparison.
What's he doing to it, dude?
Bro, he looks like a deep sea diver.
Oh yeah, and he's like trying to like do like the head movements, like oh, it's not gonna get me, and then it like hits him in the head. I'll start again. Yeah. What's he doing, dude?
Is he trying to do like the Sugar does that shit too?
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm gonna come in, and he's like smoking a blunt. And he's like, I'm gonna do the and I'll come in with the like just taking the piss out of whoever he's fighting.
Yeah, but I don't think he's taking the piss with that. I don't know.
Dude,
It's kind of weird.
He's taking the piss. I don't think that's a legitimate
He's kind of a weird dude.
watch me train video.
Yeah, he doesn't really take the piss though. He's not really like.
I don't know. Did you watch the Tough series with him and Volk? He was fucking taking the piss all the time, bro.
Was he?
Yeah, making
So
jokes.
he's a funny guy.
Yeah, so they brought like little horses in and shit for Volk to ride.
Did he? That's cool.
Yeah, and then
I bet it wasn't his idea. I bet that video was though. Fucking weird, dude.
but I don't know. I'm backing Ortega in that one anyway.
Who's he versing? Sorry.
No, backing Lopez. Sorry.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, your guy.
Yeah, my
That's
guy.
your guy with the emo.
The best hair in the business.
And he's got he's not Australian. He's got English words tattooed on him,
Yeah,
which is cool.
yeah, I love that. It's like
We've all been waiting for it. Right?
It's like taking it back, bro. If I see like a Chinese fighter, Japanese fighter come out with like Believe or Water or like something on their shoulder.
Yeah. That's sick.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be
what I
my
want.
next piece. I'm going to get Vamanos across my chest.
No, I'm gonna get Charmer.
Chummer.
Boys, we've got the NFL season kicking off this week as well, which I've come across. I didn't know this. I didn't even know this was a thing, and apparently it's only a thing for the LA Rams. Their head coach Sean McVay. You guys familiar with Sean McVay?
Nah.
I heard the name. Yes.
So he has. They've actually hired an assistant coach whose number one job is it's called a get back coach, and he has got such a passionate attitude towards his coaching. When he's on the sidelines, he gets
to keep him off the field.
So he gets really close to the sideline officials. So he's got a guy he's got a handler who pulls him away every time he's getting close to the officials.
No way, dude.
That's this guy's job.
I want that job.
That'd be sick
He probably gets paid $1 million a year to
to do that.
Yep.
Just to make sure the coach doesn't go on the field.
So a little bit on that, the Los Angeles Rams have a unique role on their coaching staff known as the Get Back Coach, whose primary responsibility is to ensure head coach Sean McVay doesn't accidentally run into officials on the sidelines during games. The job became necessary due to McVay's highly energetic and animated coaching style, where he often roams the sidelines, deeply engrossed in the game. Given how close McVay often gets to the field, there's a risk he could evidently collide with the referees or step onto the field of play, which could result in penalties for them. The assistant tasked with this role is typically seen shadowing McVay, gently pulling him back or guiding him out of the way when he gets too close to the action. This arrangement has become something of a spectacle and a point of humor among fans and commentators, as it highlights McVay's intense focus and passion for the game, as well as the unique challenges for managing such a dynamic coach on the sidelines.
Do you have an NFL team, Ben?
We spoke about this, but I did say the Rams.
Oh, yeah.
So that's my guy. But I'm a fan of the game, mate. So a couple of players. I've been playing a bit of Madden, and I like being underdog. So I usually select like a pretty shit team. And this year I've selected the Washington Commanders.
Cool. Damn, you went real bottom of the fucking
you
barrel.
went
didn't you?
all the way down.
BJ Robinson Jr. at halfback, just running the whole field, bootsing everyone. I do that all day.
What's your thoughts on the Seahawks?
I don't know how it's going to go. It's first year without Pete Carroll as head coach, so
Yeah.
it's going to be interesting to see if they change it up.
Oh,
or
they
not.
got a new coach.
Yeah, they had Pete Carroll. He's like the longest serving coach
yeah.
that they've had for fucking forever.
I thought,
But took him to 2 Super Bowls, won one, lost one, but is what it is.
Well,
we still got.
he definitely lost that one because he made the call for Russ.
Yeah, we know. I'm still blaming.
took it, yeah.
I'm still blaming Russ for that. He ignored the call for the.
Is
the
he
drive.
getting a new contract? I saw something where he
He's at
might be.
Steelers.
And they had Marshawn
Is it
Lynch.
Steelers?
He's
in his
he's
prime.
starting quarterback for Steelers.
Holy. Who is it?
Russ.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, but but we still got
R.I.P.
we still got
Steelers.
DK, still got who's the other guy? It's gonna do my head in. I'll remember it. Fucking 15 minutes probably.
Yeah, you got Gene.
Who is your
Gino. Yeah,
Gino,
Gino's
bro.
good. I like Gino.
Trad? Who's your team, mate?
Jacksonville Jaguars.
And you know why?
Yuck. Because Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, no, but it's because
No,
me and
no.
Trevor look the same, and Brad's in love with me. He told me that when we were on the piss one night.
I told him I loved him.
I mean,
and he
yes.
said, is it because I look like Trevor Lawrence?
I reckon Trevor Lawrence looks like you in 10 years.
Who? Looks like who in 10 years?
Jason.
Oh, well, we both had big noses and both had long hair.
No. Jason looks like Trevor Lawrence. In
Sorry,
10 years.
yeah.
I was going to say, bro. what
No,
the
yeah, he
fuck?
doesn't. He's not Benjamin Button. Doesn't go backwards.
It's like fuck. You didn't have to do Trevor
Are
Lawrence.
you,
no,
are you
I-
a bandwagon Jacksonville, or did you watch?
I'll tell you what happened, right?
He's 100%
no,
bandwagon.
Do you remember
I'm not.
Maurice Jones-Drew?
No, I don't remember anyone, bro.
Trevor,
I-
he's literally
definitely
you-
bandwagon.
He's literally been a fan since
tell you
Trevor
what
got
happened.
drafted.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what happened. I was looking for a good sports podcast when I was like trying to get into the NFL.
Search up your mates.
And fuck, this is long before we started. But I should have, though. You're right. Search up Your Mates podcast. But anyway, I stumbled across this one called The Sports Den. I was like, all right, I'll see what this is like. Anyway, it turned out that both of these guys were like heavily involved with the Jacksonville Jaguars. This was probably 6 months before the draft, and I just got like stuck in like because everything was
That's what they
like
were talking
Jacksonville
about.
rhetoric.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was like, and they'd like, we fuck it up every year. Every year we get a good pick. We're shit, but we can't fuck it up this time.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, talking about the money and everything. Like, they literally like, if they just make the right buys, and like one of the dudes is like, dude, we fuck it up every year. Like, it's gonna happen. And I just got like stuck in that whole thing. And then they did draft Trevor Lawrence. Obviously,
like
the first
this?
year didn't go that well, but
Were you like, this reminds me of my team, the Titans?
yeah. Well, I thought about going for Tennessee Titans,
Okay.
because I was like, I could go for all the Titans. But I was like, I don't know a fucking single thing about Tennessee, and I've got this
Other than the
thing
pickup
with-
line, you're the only 10 I see.
Well, the thing I liked about Jacksonville is it's in Florida, right?
Yep.
And I have this thing. Like, I don't know. I just really like Florida for some reason. Probably because they don't pay taxes. I don't know. And like,
Doesn't affect us in any way.
No, but I was like, man, if I'm moving to America, I'm going to the place that don't pay taxes.
Disneyland's in Florida, isn't it? Or they have got-
that's in
they've got, like,
Orlando.
Orlando, Florida.
Yeah, well, I don't know. See, I don't know America that well. Is Orlando in Florida?
I'm pretty. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Orlando. Yeah.
There you
I
go.
don't know.
Anyway, so I was like, if I went to America, I'd go to Florida.
Yeah.
The state of Florida. And I was like, okay, Jacksonville seems cool. But it wasn't like till after I started going for them that I turned out that it's like fucking like crime is like hectic in Jacksonville. But I was
it's
like,
pretty hood.
oh well, you get what you get. I've chosen me team, sort of thing.
If because you're a Jacksonville fan, bro, do yourself a favor. Search up Maurice Jones-Drew highlights. He was
Yes.
he was about 5'7" cannonball, bro. And
Sounds like me.
gonna say.
Bro, and he was so quick and strong, but he was a power running back.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't run around everyone. He'd run through everyone, and he'd be up to everyone's
nice.
like pads, bro. Like
Yeah.
he would just come out the middle of nowhere.
That sounds like Josh Jackson, man. He's like through the middle.
yeah.
I like that guy.
You
So-
even got kind of Jacksonville colours on right now.
Look at me go. Look
There
at
you
me.
go.
I wanted the pink one, but some dog took it.
So
Well,
I
some
think
dog took mine because he wouldn't wear a medium.
I think over the next couple of weeks we'll be talking a little bit more about the NFL. So we'll be keeping up to date with that, and
as.
I think we'll have to start backing our teams. So we go Rams, Jacksonville, and Eagles. Yeah,
What?
You Eagles?
Seahawks, bro. Come on, man.
Seahawks. Oh yeah, I can do Seahawks.
Seahawks and Bills Mafia.
Alrighty, boys, we're going to move on to a bit of
Two teams,
NRL
eh?
because we've got plenty to talk about. Let's talk about the previous round just quickly. We'll go through each game, sort of spend about 3 minutes on each before we move on. But we're going to go starting back to Thursday night game where Cowboys defeated the minor premiers of Melbourne Storm. Melbourne Storm were a couple of players down. They rested a
11.
few, and then Pappy got injured about 15 minutes in, or whether or not it was an actual
Probably
injury.
not.
And
Yeah.
who was the centre
He
that
just
got
got dacked
injured?
twice, didn't he? So,
Who was the centre that got injured as well? So literally down a starting side.
so they only had 13 on the field the whole time.
No, they had they had 11 starters out, and then they had
Happy got
injured,
injured, so that's
and
12.
one of the centres.
Wow.
He was a new guy though, wasn't he?
No, it's the guy. Was it Remus Smith?
Oh, okay. Yep.
Actually, I didn't see him on the field. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, he got injured like fucking 2 minutes after Pap did. So
Huge. So I guess to put up a 38-30
Dude.
loss, that's pretty solid considering what they had to.
the
go against.
Cowboys are fucking beaters. I went off on them a couple weeks ago, Ben. I think when Brad wasn't here.
Yeah.
How they didn't stand up for Carl Webb in that game.
Yeah.
When it was all at home, everything was set up for them to have a great win, and they get beaten by a baby Storm team, bro. Or nearly, like they lost that game to the Storm mentally. I think.
yeah.
They'll be sitting there thinking, "Fuck me!" Like
We should have put at least 40 on them
Yeah, like if they.
and not let 30 in.
Yeah, like dude.
And where are they on the ladder right now?
Sixth, I
Seventh?
think.
6. So
Six.
they're
I think they can finish fifth. I
easy
think.
beats, easy outs.
I reckon so.
Surely, right?
I think. Let me fucking get this ladder up.
We'll get back to,
Yeah,
to
well,
that.
yeah,
so
soon, but
Jason
we'll go-
breaks the rules.
Yeah,
Let's,
Checking.
No,
we
no,
already didn't we
it's
agree
okay.
checking the ladder wasn't.
Yeah,
no.
That's
That's
one of the
breaking
things.
rules, mate. You're a
Anyway,
coward.
on to the next game. We also had the
Yeah, they are sixth.
Look at that. So we also had Manly and the Bulldogs on Friday night, which we were down at Brouhaha. Down at the Sporting Globe with Brouhaha
You
in Georgie.
right?
I was coming.
No. Well, doggies versus Cowboys
into
this
it.
week for 5th and 6th.
Yep.
Interesting. Yeah, keep going. Sorry. That's why I said, and Brad started jerking off.
Okay, we'll talk about the upcoming one soon. But back to the last week's round. So we also had the Bulldogs take on Manly, and we were down at the pub for that. We caught up with Georgie, and it was great atmosphere down at the Sporting Globe, wasn't it? It was our first time at Surfers actually having a beer. It was my first time.
It was my first time too, bro.
Look at that. Yeah, last time we went to the Rabina. We got the right joint this week. However, the boys started to text each other in between.
Here we go.
Yeah, you guys know exactly.
I thought this was coming up.
Oh, it's
Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah,
had to-
we're prepared.
Am I gonna have to sit here for
All
an
right.
hour and a half by myself?
Oh, mate.
My
I
God.
was ropeable.
I got to
Only because if I'd hung around another half an hour, I could have got the car and I wouldn't have had to ride the moped.
Well,
But instead, I rushed to get there, only to find out that Brad and Jason have texted each other individually without me knowing in the group chat, and they had organised to go see Georgie up at the Q1. At
Well, it
his
was literally
apartment
just to
instead.
grab him, and it was a
we didn't go in.
walk.
We didn't go into the Q1.
We literally waited out front for him.
And you told me you wouldn't be available till after 4.
And we were,
Okay. And I was already in Surface, and I was like, well, it's a 10-minute drive to fucking Jason's house.
Did you not think I was leaving when I said, all right, I'll leave now?
You said you're walking your dog.
Yeah, you said you were walking.
And then the follow-up message.
I didn't read the chat, bro.
I know you didn't.
You should have called me. Got my number saved? Didn't think so.
But
Must be good mates, eh?
the better story out of that little endeavour, Ben, was mine and Brad's trip on the tram.
Oh, dude. You're gonna I think I know what you're going to talk about. No, not Pussy Patrol.
It was that as well.
Benny, we've got to
We'll wait for him to get back.
you got to listen to this.
We'll wait for you to get
You
back.
got to listen to this.
Pussy Patrol one then.
Yeah, all right. So we pick
like-
up Georgie. We didn't pick him up. We met him at the front of his hotel.
The Q1, then we walked to the Sporting Glade. 1 minute walk.
1 minute, bro. It's 2 blocks, right?
Yeah, like it's fuck all.
And
It's bugger all.
we encounter
A Bucks party.
Bucks party walking down the street.
And if anybody's in-betweeners fans, I'll know from the movie when they go over to Greece, they wear the Pussy Patrol shirt, sort of pink, with the cats on them. But these guys had Pussy Patrol, but then had their the Bucks face in the middle instead of the cat. And then there was a dude walking around with the old PlayStation 2 dance mat.
Yeah.
And he's like yelling at us from a distance. I'm like, oh, fuck off.
You have to dance.
And then just throws it on the ground and yells at all of us to dance. And St. George wearing
He
his
was aggressive.
Panthers shirt.
He
He's
was
like, you're from
aggressive.
Penrith. You should be celebrating. I'm like, what the fuck? Right, a couple more beers than me. I would have fucking probably had a crack.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like 3 more beers, I would have danced on that shit, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, he was aggressive, that dude.
Yeah, he was.
He's like yelling at us, man. And I'm like, dude, I'm not fucking dancing. And Jason's like, nah, I'm not doing it. And Georgie's with his missus. He's
Yeah.
like, mate, I'm not doing it.
Well, if you had texted me, I would have fucking danced.
You would have what? Gone full ray gun?
Yes, that's your opportunity, bro. That's why they had the mat, the Bucks. The
Buck was dressed.
Yeah, well, explain that. Explain
Well,
that.
yeah. So anyway, I'm scrolling through my Instagram feed on my personal account, and shout out to Jackson Brewer. I believe it was his Bucks. But the Pussy Patrol came up on my news feed, and they're all wearing the shirts, and he's dressed as Ray Gun as well down in the front. So
Nice.
I sent through the screenshot to the boys, going, was this your Pussy Patrol crew that
Because we told the yarn
Yeah.
when we met up with you.
at the pub? And
Yeah,
sure enough,
when
it was.
when you finally turned up.
yeah,
And we're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
But when we were on the tram, right, Ben, so we got on at Queen Street in Southport, and then 50 cent fares. Shout out to Queensland government.
Thanks, guys.
Caught the tram in, and it was chock-a-block when we got on, and then more people got on and got even fuller, and then these 3 foreign birds got on. One was English, one was American, and one was like Swedish or something.
Swedish, maybe. Yeah.
And so me and Brad are standing either side of the door thinking, oh, yeah, we're on the back side of the tram. No one's going to come and stand between us. And these 3 birds walk in, the titties half hanging out and stuff.
It was fucked, dude.
Anyway, the one that had her titties
Barring
hanging
up
out the
just listening
most,
to the story.
she's staring at Brad, and Brad's like looking
I'm
straight
like-
at her tits.
Oh, what? No, you make it sound sus. Dude, I wasn't.
Well, it
I'm
was
like,
eye height. She
I'm
was a
like-
big chick.
She's bigger. I'm like looking around.
Brad's
dude.
a short guy.
I've got no, like, she's like, she's like, I don't know,
Crammed into
a
the
foot and a
tram.
half away from me, right? And I'm like looking around. I'm like, I can't, like, don't look at her tits.
Just on
Like
repeat.
I'm trying,
don't look,
yeah.
don't look,
I'm like
don't look.
looking at the roof. I'm like looking at the door. I'm like trying to look at
Running out
Jason.
of things to look at.
Yeah, and then like in passing, you know what I mean? I'm like scanning across. And I get to her tits, and I look up at her, and she's just staring at me, dude. And I was like, for fuck's sake.
And then she fucking turns
They weren't
around.
great. They weren't great tits, by the way.
Then she
and as a
turns
better,
around.
aren't they?
Yeah, and so she's like caught me glancing. I'm not gonna say I looked. I glanced, and she turns around and faces Jason instead.
So I just do instead of doing what Brad was doing, because every time we'd look at each other, we'd grin. So I was like, oh, fuck, I'm going to start fucking turning into an embarrassed cunt. So I just look directly the opposite direction out the window like a weird cunt with my head turned the whole time.
Turns the whole body. Oh, just your head.
Yeah. And then
that's even
there's
better.
there was literally no room to move, brother. There's so
Yeah,
many
it was
people
so
in the
bad.
tram.
Because
Gazing
it was-
out the window, just
So then I
Yeah,
turned.
because it was show day weekend as well.
So like everyone was crammed in there.
Oh,
And then I
that's good.
turn, I look at, I'm like, fuck, I'm getting a sore neck. So I turn around, look at Brad. He grins at me, I grin at him. And then I've like got my head against the door, looking out the fucking window, just looking at the ground. And I was
Hey,
like, oh.
What about the yarn she was spinning, dude? About
Ozzy Osbourne.
Osbourne?
She's like, and this is the American chick telling the English chick. And she's like, what? You don't know Ozzy Osbourne? And I'm like, oh, that's making me fucking sick. She's like, they should play Crazy Train on every mode of public transport. I was like, why would they play it on a bus?
Yeah. She's like, imagine getting on and it's like, all aboard, and the other chick has no idea who Ozzy Osbourne is. She's like, what are you talking about?
Then she starts playing it on her phone.
Yeah,
and,
so she
no.
pulls her phone out and starts playing Crazy Train, like
And then
on the
she's-
fucking tram, bro.
then she's singing it as well. And she's like, I. And we're just like, oh, this is fuck. Can you please get off? And then they got off at the stop out the front of Sporting Globe.
I
and
bet
we went
everyone
up.
thought that was Jason turning his head and looking out the window, just trying to distract himself.
Right.
But she's going, you know that song, Crazy Train? And the girl's like, no. And
I was
she's
gonna
like,
say I don't even know what this song
She's like,
is.
it goes like, and she's like, I can't remember how it goes. She's like, hold on. Starts playing.
Oh, bro. And they literally got off at the stop at Sporting Globe. And I'm
Is
like,
that
nah.
the Guitar Hero song? Dun-dun,
Yes.
dun-dun.
That's the
Dun
one.
it. Yeah. Yeah, that's Crazy Train.
How does fuck?
And on that, so they get off where I thought we were getting off, bro. And because I've like had a couple of beers at Jason's, my bladder. And I'm thinking like I'm all the way there thinking, this is like we both got dogged, Benny. Now that I think of it, I'm thinking, we're gonna get
That
off
makes me
Sporting
feel better.
Globe. We're gonna get off Sporting Globe. I'm sitting there, I'm looking out like the window, and I was like, oh, Jason, there's Sporting Globe right there. We should get off this one. And he goes, no, we're meeting Georgie at Q1.
Oh, so you didn't even know?
Dude, I was busting. Like, like when you get close to the toilet
yeah.
and
You mentally go, I just need to make it to this stop.
I'm thinking like 1 minute walk, I get to piss. No. Another 2 minutes on the tram, another 3 minute walk
Then
to
you
the
get
Q1.
then you get a red light.
3 minute walk. It's like fucking 20 steps, bro.
Took me 3 minutes.
Exactly 3.5.
I'm like, and we're standing at the Q1 out the front of the Q1. I'm like,
You
bro.
didn't see Brad, but he had his legs together, holding his willy and just taking 20 little
I
steps.
was doing the dance.
Did George almost squeeze the piss out of you when he hugged you?
Nah, because remember? No, you don't remember. So we're standing there, and I was like, dude, I have to piss. Anyway, I look across the road, and I see like where
That's right, you did
where the
piss.
wheelie bins are kept for like the apartment building across the road. I see that the gate's like ajar, and I was like, oh, dude, that's me. Run across the road, like straight behind the fence, hung the best piss, dude. Took like 20 seconds at least. Hey, Jason.
Emptied the
Dude,
tank.
he comes back. I'm like, did you find a place to piss? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, that's ridiculous. Like, you can't be absolutely busting and be gone for less than a minute. Like,
Takes a while to let it all
I'd
out.
love- I'd
Jason
love to-
looks up. I'm crossing the He's like, well, by the time he realised I was gone, I'm coming back.
yeah. I was like, what the fuck?
Where did you go? All right, boys, we're going to get back on track, back to the NRL. So that was getting to the Sporting Globe, I guess. Then we also had a couple of games there, and the atmosphere at the Sporting Globe was awesome. It was great to have some company from Brouhaha and a couple of his mates as well. I think a couple of your mates.
Aaron Liao from
Aaron
Star
Liao.
Liquor.
Shout out to the bro.
He's a gun.
Maddie from Star Liquor as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it was good to have that around. And next time that we get out and do something like that, we'll definitely put it out to all of our listeners and try and get a few more down there. But back to the games, the Bulldogs versus Manly. We got off to a bit of a shaky start, especially on Jason Saab's wing, and unfortunately, he got injured.
What did Jamin say in the chat? Death, taxes, and Saab getting injured.
Yeah, there's.
Fuck me.
At least he scored first.
He scored us a try before he went off. But once he went off and Kohler came on,
That's what sealed the win.
Unstoppable.
Yeah.
And it was really good to see all the boys firing. I thought Hamoli was going to have a bit of a chip on his shoulder from last week being, I don't think that I was the only one that thought that he shouldn't have been sin binned, but
Yeah, you and other Manly fans.
so surely enough, he come out and he had a massive game for them. Carl Lawton also got a try and stood out a little bit as
Dude,
well.
how was
Sexy.
that? How was that dummy from fucking Brooks to Carl Lawton? That's like one of the
Yeah, we looked behind him.
dude. He literally looked like he was about to pass that into the 8th row of the stadium, bro.
Yeah, thought
and he
that,
just
yeah.
gets that little short one off, like
It's all about the look, eh?
yeah, like
That's
you've
like-
really got to sell him
Thanks, dude.
to get him to for them to
Buy
be a
it.
proper dummy. Yeah, like
Yep. Sell it
it
to
was
buy
so.
it.
It was. I was actually impressed with that. I actually thought it was really good.
Buy the year, bro.
Ugh.
Yeah,
They played better than Curran. Anyway.
Curran was last year. We talked about that.
Yeah, I know, but he said it. So there was another standout who has honestly been a really strong rookie for us has been Lehigh Hopewadi, and he got a lot of his praise over the weekend as well. But he was a massive standout for us. Back to the Bulldogs, they were missing Stephen Crichton, but in saying that as well,
Is
I
that
think-
all it takes to beat him?
Surely not.
Take the captain away, you're done.
I don't even think it was that. I think the what's your forward's name? Paseka, bro. He was
on.
He
as
was
well.
on one, bro.
On one,
he
yeah.
was beast mode, and bro, I think he just fucking wore those fucking forwards out. To be honest,
I put that down to him meeting us in Surface.
you reckon?
Yeah, I
From
think
when you
so.
said Paulo wasn't that big, maybe
Yeah.
it's all the Tabuli, bro.
Tabuli, yeah.
'Cause that's still one of the
know
weirdest
they
things I've
got-
ever seen someone eat.
That's they got me on to Tabuli.
Just eating it by itself.
Did you watch them eat it?
I did.
Dude, it was like
I'm addicted now, bro.
the biggest box, like the big size HSP box you can get.
Yeah.
Full
just
Tabuli.
Tabuli.
No chips, no chicken,
Nah, just Tabuli, bro.
All
What?
Tabuli, bro.
no any dressing on that.
Nah,
Nah.
nothing, bro.
It was just Tabuli.
Just Tabuli.
So what? That's your go-to now.
No, fuck no.
Oh, you just
I
have a
put
little
it
bit
on
of
my-
tabbouleh on the
I just
side.
put it on my fucking kebab.
Yeah.
So I can be
With-
big and strong
with-
like Paseka one day.
No, well, I told, bro. Did I tell him I beat him?
That was
No,
Paulo.
you said you beat Paulo. You said
say
you're
that,
not,
you
said,
say that every week on the pod too.
Yeah, you're like he's not even that big.
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah.
I
But
can't
that's
wait.
actually what you say.
I can't wait to see him when we're sober.
Back to the Friday night games as well. We had the Penrith Panthers take on the South Sydney Rabbitohs. Jason, I was actually driving home or riding home actually on my moped, freezing my fucking balls off. But
Freezing. It was like 30
Bro,
degrees.
it's like
yeah, but that thing goes fast, bro. It doesn't look like much.
it does not.
80
it goes
Ks.
walking speed.
I was
dude.
wearing shorts. I was fanging it. I was trying to get home to get. Yeah. Anyway,
What
try
were
and
you
make
trying? Wait, yeah, go finish that. What
try
were
and
you
make some babies.
doing?
yeah.
You still doing my
Ovulation
tips?
season
still
is here.
Bro, you still got 6 months.
That's
I'm
just
telling
another
you.
word I learned this week.
Ovulation.
I only heard it this week. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude.
Apparently she's ovulated.
Oh, bro. What are you
ovulate.
doing
Ovulate.
here?
Actually, I'll be right back.
Is that where you went before?
That piss was a little bit longer than normal. Back to the NRL games, though. One of the highlights of the round, it wasn't necessarily the Penrith Panthers, but Tyrone Munro, his second game in the NRL, I believe.
Nah, he's played a few.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
maybe
but-
fifth or sixth.
He's had a massive week with his
His
mother,
family, bro.
yeah,
his mum and his uncle.
Like,
Massive in the wrong way.
and also his sister,
Yeah.
bro. So I think it was.
what happened to
was
his
it
sister?
Humdinger? You
happened to his
hear about
sister?
Humdinger?
No.
It's like a disease or something. Was,
No, it's a guy.
he had a humdinger.
He was the one that started off Trail Mid, apparently. There's a guy, there's a social media star, TikTok, but he's related to the two. I don't know. I'm probably not going to say too much because it's still really fresh. But yeah, I believe Tyrone Munro did lose a couple of family members and it's had a really rough week. But playing on the Friday night, it was a big ask, and to come out and actually score a runaway for one of them, but also score a double was really special to him. And I was just thinking, like, you know, those special games could go either way. We saw Isaiah Thomas in the NBA do it a couple of years where his sister passed away in a car crash, and he went out and lifted the Celtics. I believe he got re-signed to them, and you know he might have put on about 40 odd points. And there's a couple of guys that will use that as inspiration and, almost have their family on the field with them as they're performing. And, but
I think you've got to be a very special type of human to go through something like that. Losing, was it his mum?
I thought it was his
And
sister.
his
No, it
uncle.
was his mum and his uncle.
His mum and his uncle both passed away within
2
days of
days.
each other.
Yeah.
His uncle passed away the day before the game, I think it
Yeah.
was, and then his mum was the day before that.
Yeah.
To come out and actually play probably the best game he's ever played, like that just, I think that
And like-
shows what type of person he is, and like shout out to him, mate.
And-
That was a fucking great game by
And
him.
huge ask too to go to Penrith, like, and verse like the 3-time chance in
Yeah.
Penrith, like
Yeah.
knowing you got fuck all chance of winning, like because they've had a rubbish season,
Yeah.
and to be like your big dog of your team like that, like
Yeah.
after that shit, bro, like, and all the boys
Yeah.
getting around him. I was actually like, the only time you'll ever catch me cheering for South scoring a try
against
But all-
Panthers.
Yeah, but all them boys getting around him, like knowing how much it meant to him and shit. But one thing that I noticed on, like we talked about how nobody can not like Bizza.
Yeah.
So on Bizza's wrist strapping, he actually had his mum's
Yeah, I
name
saw that.
on his
Wow.
arm.
Yeah.
For us. So, and that's his son, obviously.
Was he on
Atreus.
Biz's side?
No.
No.
That's even better.
Yeah. So like
Because
fucking-
when Bizza scored, but was disallowed, he actually
Pointed to his
Yeah.
armband.
Yeah.
pound-
So
yeah.
that's just all class. Like you can't not like him, eh? Like I don't care how much you hate Penrith. You can't not like Bizza.
Yeah.
But yeah,
No,
yeah.
that's
Shout out to Ty Munro, great game, brother. Hope you keep it up.
that
And-
sort of
everything
shit
gets
too.
easier.
I think to go out and have a game like that in the type of mindset that he was probably in, like he'll probably be a fucking Souths guy for life.
Oh, I
know
wouldn't
what I
be.
mean?
I wouldn't be surprised. Like I'd probably if he keeps going the way he's going, and like he's a fucking big dude. He's only
yeah.
young. He's only young still. Like fuck, I'd probably have him over AJ if he's coming back from an Achilles
Yeah.
because AJ's getting old. But
Have you guys seen the clip that's gone viral of the weightlift in the Olympics? I think it was Beijing, and he lost his wife in the car crash.
and it's got the cartoon edit,
Yeah,
where
bro.
his wife helps
That's-
him lift the weight in the third
I
lift.
just got goosebumps talking about it. But that's
haven't seen it.
That
Oh,
sort of
dude.
stuff is like what I reckon the Friday night with Tyrone Munro. That's what it would have been like. It almost would have been his mum or his uncle passing him that ball for the
Yeah.
intercept, and then
Yeah.
he's just like, "It's like go, son, go." And like fucking even
Yeah.
just
Oh,
now,
now I'm
giving me-
getting tingles, bro.
yeah, all
That,
of us.
no, that one, I'll have to show you that
yeah, we'll have to show you
weightlifting
that
video,
video. It's
bro. Because
hectic,
like
bro.
it's got him doing his 2 lifts, and I think he fucks up the because it's clean and jerk.
Yeah.
I think he fucks the jerk
Not
up
Brad's,
on the
not
second
Brad's
one,
clean and jerk.
and
My jerk ain't clean. Anyway,
oh,
tingles.
Go back.
Tingles.
But yeah,
different
he
different
fu- he
kind of
fucks-
tingles, Benny.
he fucks the first one up, fucks the second one up, and because he told his wife before she passed away that he was gonna get winner of gold, and then fucking he
And it
gets
had
the
to
third
be a
one
weight. It had to be a weight that he'd never even lifted
Yeah.
before because the
Yeah.
people he was going up against just
was
kept
so much
towering.
higher, and then he like does this like animated bit where her hand goes under the weight and fucking gets him the lift,
Get fucked.
and oh bro, it fucking
And
G's
she
it.
helps lift him up and lift it
lift
up,
it
and
up
they
with
both
him.
lift it
That's
up
so
together.
cool.
it's
And then when he
fucking-
throws it down, bro, he's like crying and shit. Fucking G's me up.
And then he also had a photo of his wife. So he had the gold medal, but he had the photo of
with his
wife
wife
standing up
on the
there.
podium.
And he was more proud to just hold the photo of his wife than he was the gold medal. It's insane.
What a dude. That's
Awesome.
sick.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Does get you pumped up.
Moving on to the next NRL game, we actually had a nail-biter thriller. It didn't start off to be that way. The last 15 minutes was absolute chaos.
Is this one of the most bizarre games you've ever fucking
Yes.
seen?
Yes.
Hands down.
Yes.
It's for me, it was exactly fucking Parramatta and exactly the Dragons.
Yes. It sums
Like-
up both of their seasons.
And Ben, I'm blaming you too for Dragons losing. You
I
fucking
didn't do nothing.
Okay, Fonzie, fucking chill.
Do not.
You're doing fucking nothing.
I said last week, the week before, put the money on the fucking Dragons and they'll get up. You fucking blasted it all over the podcast. So I fucking load them up this week. Yeah, get on the Dragons.
Oh, you did too.
And you've put them on blast again. Like, yeah, Jace is on. I never praised this cunt. And look what you've fucking done to him. You've literally ruined their season and upset Shane Flanagan.
Do you remember my theory as well as whenever I'm confident about something getting up, it never
doesn't.
hits?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've just passed that on to you, my bro.
Well, that's
that makes me sick.
well, we know whose hoodoo is
want
stronger
this.
now. Yeah, your hoodoo's a lot stronger than Jason's.
Yeah.
It seems.
But back to the game as well. Like, the Dragons were out of it with 15 minutes to go, and they had their finals season on the line. And then out of nowhere, they just start throwing the ball around, and there was still probably a couple of tries that they bombed in those last couple of minutes as well.
What was it? 28 points in 10 minutes.
Dude, it was just
That's insane.
typical Eels go, we've got this. We've won. That's what they did, right? We've won.
Sounds like 2022 grand final.
We don't need to. Yeah, we've beat this team before. Yeah, no.
Yeah, we beat them in the regular season, remember?
Yeah.
Fucking shut up, clowns.
Beat them round one of the semis.
Yeah.
But it ended up being...
Oh, they might have actually that year.
Round one of the semis. That's why they made it to the grand
Oh,
final.
because they're on the other side of the draft. That's right.
Yeah.
Draw, sorry.
Yep.
But that sort of that leverages the Dragons to not have so much say when it comes to making the 8, and they're really relying on the Knights and the Dolphins to end in a draw, which is probably unheard of. But if that happens to be so, and they get over the Raiders this weekend, they will actually make the top 8. But we'll talk about that a little bit later on because we've still got a little preview there. Moving on to the next game, though, we also had the Broncos and the Dolphins, which we already spoke a little bit about. I want to talk about the coaching matchup between Kevy and Wayne. And Jace, you asked before, do you think that he poked the bear a little bit? And I definitely think that he should have just kept his mouth shut and prepared for his team to, cop something like that from Wayne.
Bro, if history tells you anything, Wayne is not the one to fuck with.
And
him and Bellamy are the two, Ivan maybe a little bit below that, but apart from the top two is Ivan, fucking Wayne and Wayne, fucking Bennett.
But also off the back
Wayne
of the
and Bennett,
Wayne
and Bellamy.
Yeah, Bane win it. You're talking about Bane win it.
But even off the back of the season of how the Broncos have gone as well.
Dog shit.
Exactly. So why are you going to come out making such a statement like that when you clearly haven't gotten it right throughout the regular season?
I think Kevy was looking at his lineup going, we got Payne back, we got A-Ray back, we got us both Adam Reynolds, A-Ray.
Jesus, don't create him with that.
I like it.
He'll never play NRL again.
That's also his stage name.
No,
it's Ren Diggity, bro.
No, I'll tell you where A-Ray came from. Sorry, A-Ray, putting you on blast here. But a couple years ago, this is when he was still playing for Rabbitohs. He was coming up to play against the Broncos, and he hit up one of my friends. I won't say her name. And she was like, do you know A-Ray? And I'm like, who the fuck is A-Ray? And from there, and I was like, oh yeah, I know him. And she's like, oh yeah, he's hitting me up, right? I was like, I got something to tell you about him. Anyway. We won't go into that. We won't go into that.
Wife and kids at home.
Yes, exactly. Okay, yep. Cheers, Benny.
Anyway, shout out to A-Ray. Is there anything else that you guys want to talk about on that game?
It was
good to see.
Glad the Broncos fucking suck.
Fuck the Broncos.
Fuck the Broncos.
I don't usually say that against teams, but
no, we do.
The
We do
Broncos.
say that about
You
Broncos.
guys do. You guys are a lot more ruthless than me. I try to play too many teams.
We know what game you're playing.
Yeah, well-
maybe if I like all of them a little bit,
That's
when they win the comp, I can say I've been a day one fan.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to write them off in case they win.
Yeah.
Then I can go for them.
Yeah.
I've got a Broncos jersey on under this Brouhaha shirt.
You got fucking.
I've got one of each.
You've got 16 jerseys on.
Yeah, I'll sew them all
17.
together. Moving on to the next game, we actually saw a special game. I went to bed and unfortunately missed the live. I know I missed the live.
Are not.
I woke up the next. I saw some highlights come up on my screen, so I thought, nah, I'm not going to watch it. I'll go downstairs. So I went downstairs at 5 a.m. Put it on. I only put on the last 5 minutes.
Ben, you are literally the worst New Zealander I've ever met.
I go for Manly, bro.
Oh my god, who would not stay awake
Point
for that?
and case.
Yeah,
Case and point, sorry.
yeah. Who would not stay awake for
Point
that?
and case.
Case.
You sound like Lionel Hutz, bro. When you open your briefcase, it's full of shredded paper and an apple. Fuck.
Who's Lionel? What?
Lionel Hutz, you know from The
Simpsons.
Simpsons.
Oh, okay.
The dodgy lawyer.
Okay, yeah.
He's like, there's not even anything in his briefcase, just an apple core. That's Brad.
Yeah. Yeah, I can get down with that actually.
Oh, I can't. Well,
yeah,
dude,
you should have watched. Dude.
I've honestly like this year have not cheered that hard I knew it was cut when he didn't take that fucking droppy in the 40 to level
Did
it
Bridget
up.
think the Panthers were playing?
Yeah. Yeah. She's like, didn't you already watch this?
This was last night's game,
Yeah.
Jason.
Oh, bro, it was
good.
so good though. I was like when he didn't take the drop goal from inside the 40, I was like, bro, he's fucking going for it.
Going for it.
He's going
yeah.
for it. And then when he got that ball, I was like, holy shit, he's fucking doing it. And then just that fucking
You know what Dirty Dick said to me?
that ball of God across and
Because I loved it. I loved every second of it. Like the comeback. Like that's so Warriors too. The comeback in the final minutes.
they did that to the Sharks last
Yeah,
year. Remember when we watched him boxing up the thing in the shed?
And Dirty Dick come up to me during the week this week, and he was like, "Bro, that shit was staged."
No.
No, that couldn't be staged, bro.
Rick, you need to go and watch it.
I uploaded the highlight to our TikTok, and if you go back and watch it, those Sharks defenders were under the pump, bro.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I said to him.
Yeah.
Like the NRL players, bro, they're not that good at acting.
No, it's not like that.
But
I hope the fucking Dolphins beat the fucking Knights this week. Just for Rick's comment of him saying that, trying to take the sugar off a bit of a nice sweet moment for Sean Johnson.
and you couldn't write that any better. Obviously,
that's
last
why
week
it was staged.
Yeah, last week it was a little bit underwhelming when they absolutely got pumped by the Bulldogs, and nothing was going their way. But that was his last home game for his last actual NRL game to go out that way
against the club that he
used to
for.
play for. It was absolutely.
Yeah, but I'm with Dirty Dick. It was staged.
Nah, but
I've seen a lot of comments on the TikTok saying NRL script writers.
Yeah,
they're
dude, they do
throwing
that all.
one out.
They do that all the time. They like people have been saying that about Penrith for ages. They're like, oh, well, here's where the script turned. It's like, what? It's like, no, the Broncos just sucked ass. They thought they had it, and we just Nathan Cleary'd them.
There's definitely no script, but there might be like.
Wait, who ref?
There
that
might be
game?
a
Was that
referee
Ash Klein?
script.
Wait, did Ash Klein?
No, that wasn't.
It was
Kleiny.
Goff. Oh, it was your guy.
Don't even know him.
I think it was your guy.
Don't want to know him either. Boyd.
Yeah,
But-
we won't talk about.
The Knights dusting the Titans.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess the last little bit on SJ is what I wanted to say is that it was really good to see the NRL. I spoke about it last week, mainly around the Warriors, showcasing his career and putting him on a bit of a pedestal. But the NRL this year have done such a good job of finishing him on such a high. I don't even think that we saw the career highlights and all that. I think we've only ever seen it in current times with guys like Cam Smith, Cooper Cronk, and guys of that nature where they put as much emphasis on his last game. But again, none of them had those moments like Sean had in that last.
They got Finucane out there too with him, which was pretty cool. Like it was sick to see the boys do the hooker for him.
Oh, dude, just after doing
Sucker
sucker
for a
for a
hooker.
hooker, bro, watching that
Yeah.
with both teams doing it for him, bro, I was
So
talk
I
about
actually
goosebumps for weightlifting videos.
talk about sucker for a hooker. I came across the All Blacks played the Springboks over the week, and as the All Blacks were performing the hooker, where they were playing over in South Africa, they have like planes flying over.
Yeah.
So during the hooker, they actually had. So watch this. So this is a hooker. Look at this,
What?
Dude, that's actually pretty cool.
and the whole crowd goes up. So usually the crowd's quiet for the hooker.
Yeah, and they were like, "Fuck your hooker.
Yeah.
We got a big plane.
Fuck the hooker.
Fuck a hooker."
Nah,
You can't say that. You're Indigenous.
nah, that's what you. That's what
What
you.
am I?
Well, Aboriginal, sorry.
That's what you call that plane, the hooker fucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a hooker fucker. But I think that's actually really cool. I've never even seen anything like it. And I think, yeah.
Fucking South Africans.
South Africa, oh, yeah.
Disrespectful dogs.
Springboks.
No wonder
get,
they won.
Springboks get union, bro. That's why.
Yeah, they get goal kicking. Percy Montgomery. I know that was
Fuck you, Percy.
Rugby 06, but anyway.
If we're gonna
but
say
yeah,
fuck,
not-
we're gonna say fuck anyone. Fuck
What-
Johnny Wilkinson.
Knights
Not
did
a fan.
Knights did
Fuck
dust
no.
us up though.
Yeah, tell us about that, mate. I didn't
bad,
watch the
dude.
game, but
I did. Oh well, I didn't
was at
watch it all.
Triples.
So it was on Father's Day of all days. Shout out to my kids who got me this cool beanie that says "Dad" on it.
Shout out to the cats.
Just,
Love you guys.
just in case that he forgets.
Well, mate, this isn't about cats. Stop talking about every day. You got to talk about your cats, bro. No one cares.
Did they get you that beanie?
You keep trying to cat dad me and label me. So
I didn't bring up any cats this time. I was talking about.
What
my
did you say as
kids.
soon as you walked in? What did your cats get you for Father's Day? And I told
I
you.
did not say that.
Yes, you did.
You
You didn't even
said-
say hello. You just like
you started it. You said, "Oh, nice beanie, dickhead."
I didn't say dickhead. I said
You
nice
said you
beanie.
look like an ice cube from Wish.
I said nice beanie.
Dickhead.
Did Trace mean to give that to me? Did he give that to you to give to me?
I said, "What?" And what did I say? What did your cats get you? And what did they get you?
They got me a world's #1 cat dad mug.
Made out of kitty litter.
Yes.
With shit.
It
Bro,
must
they
be hard
don't
to
have
get.
they don't have thumbs, bro. What do you think kind of mug they're gonna make? It's gonna be shit. It's basically a saucer. Might even go home
I
and
don't think
sip-
they ever made it for you, bro. I think they've just you've just gone in, you went to clean the kitty litter, and,
And
as
I've
you
just-
tipped it out,
I'm like, oh
there
my
was
God, look what they've made for me.
Yes, exactly.
I've just taken the clumped kitty litter and put it on my
Oh
shelf.
my god, and painted on it. World's #1 cat dad. But
Well, I don't see anyone else getting that award.
no, I haven't seen it either.
I've seen every. Hey, one thing
No
for
one else is buying
one thing
that
for
for
Father's
themselves.
Day, right? Everyone needs to fucking chill out with the post, the best dad in the world, because you just can't all be the
I
best.
agree, bro.
What about
What
no,
a wank!
No,
what a like wank fest, eh?
no, you know what's a fucking
Dude.
you know what's
Yeah.
you know what's a wank fest. We're all #1 dads in the world if you look after your kids. But the biggest wank fest is like single mums saying,
Oh,
you know,
I'm the mum and the dad.
I'm the mum. Like,
I seen a chick put a selfie up and she goes, "Happy Father's Day" to me with her kids. And
yeah,
I'm just
like,
you know what?
I get it. You look after your kid. That's fucking amazing. You do it on your own. You're a super mum.
yeah.
You're not a fucking dad.
and there's a good chance you're the reason your kids don't see you their dad. So
Yeah.
shut
But
the
also,
fuck up.
if
Are
you've
you
got the time,
narcissistic? Probably. Nah,
Did you stab him with a pocket knife? Maybe.
possible.
if you've got the time to sit back, go through all your history of photos, and write an amazing caption that takes you an hour to write. Meanwhile, your kids are fucking running around scribbling on the walls and shit like that. Guess what? you ain't the best dad ever.
It's pretty crazy because like
You ain't the best mum either. Like
Bro,
my
didn't
mum,
make it.
my mum raised 4 kids literally by herself.
Did she ever
didn't-
call herself dad?
Did she ever have the time to fucking put up an Instagram post praising how fucking much she did?
did you ever get her a Daryl Lee dad's bag from the chemist for Father's Day, Ben?
The licorice Daryl Lee?
Yeah, yeah.
Did you?
She
ever,
would have loved if I brought her home a Daryl Lee.
Did you ever at the school fucking?
Oh, it's licorice, mum.
At the school Father's Day fucking stalls. Did you ever get her a bunch of fucking carpenter's pencils and a fucking that say world's #1 dad on them? No.
No.
I
No,
got
but-
that this year. It was fucking great. Traso got it for me. I was
Carpenter's
like, sick, bro.
pencils?
I'm not a fucking carpenter, but I'll use these pencils. And he got me a tape measure too.
I don't
Are
think
they-
you know what I do for a job, son, but I'll take it.
Are they literally not the world's worst pencils to sharpen, but?
Well, you don't put them in a sharpener, bro. You
No,
gotta,
I know. You got to whittle them.
World's #1's dads have a fucking Fat Max. Fucking
They whittle them, bro.
yeah, you got to have a knife, bro.
I
And
got
we
a
got
knife.
one. Oh, we got
we got
knives.
knives.
We got
I got
knives.
sharpen a pencil all day, bro.
I'm gonna go home and sharpen. I forgot about my knife. I'm gonna go home and sharpen the fuck out of all
might-
6 of those pencils.
I might go down,
grab a biro while I'm at it.
bro.
Sharpen the fuck
Sharpen
out of that.
I might go down to Bunnings and just sharpen all the carpenters' pencils down there, just to fuck with all the carpenters.
I'm surprised you're not wearing your knife.
Oh,
Do you wear
Nah,
it?
that's a good thing. We're all safe.
Well, he almost killed himself last
Yeah,
night.
Oh, that's
you
right.
almost-
Yeah. I always kill myself. Yeah.
Well, there's a main artery right there in your leg, isn't it? So
Yeah,
it's dangerous.
the only bloke that actually has knife safety skills here.
Anyway,
Hold on. Oh, he's starting a beef, Benny. We got to.
Dude, you work at a fish market, doesn't count.
Oh, a cut fish with a sharp knife.
Yeah, doesn't count.
that's some experience.
I
Bro.
cut a bigger.
That's experience.
And there's more-
cut a
there's
bigger
more knife
animal.
handling
I
Like
want to
that.
see you cut a fucking fish, bro.
I want to see you do a cow.
I want to see. I'll fucking do it all day, bro. You cut a fish, cut a cow. That's what I always say.
Yeah, that's the old saying.
been saying
It's
that
like the Tower 200 ad. If you got a door, you got a gym.
Yeah.
You cut a fish, you cut a cow.
That's how Dan Mansion sell his knives. Cut a knife. You cut a fish. Cut a cow.
You got a knife, you got a gym.
Anyway, boys,
fuck.
we're going to move on to the last game so we can cover that and then get on to our mates' yarns and takes. We've also got a couple of headlines through the
Not midget cock, like midget humans.
You are quite short.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm not midget, though.
Oh.
Well, if I'm midget, Ben's midget, because he's shorter than me.
Oh, yeah.
But
Are you excited? This is our only one of the year.
me versus you,
Bradson Bowl, yeah.
Bradson Bowl.
So we've had a Benson, too. We've had...
It's actually fucking very upsetting that it's the only, because there was no Panthers versus Titans on the Gold Coast
I know,
this year.
first
man.
time in a long
Yeah,
time.
and we always go to it.
Yeah,
So I'm very upset.
yeah. It's the only time I get to see my son in true colours, too.
In what?
In his true colours.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Trace.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not your son. What are you talking
Yeah. Ah, there he is.
Hey, thanks, Dad. No.
Dude, Aiden does the best one of those.
What?
He like, you go to like fucking like champ him and scruff his hair. He goes, oh yeah, thanks, Dad. Like, oh, can't. Fuck, he makes
Yeah,
me
he does
laugh.
like a real good
Like
kid's voice.
yeah. I'm like, bro, you should do like some To Catch a Predator shit. Yeah, I'll touch your dick for $5. Like,
Yeah, and then like
then Aiden rocks up.
and then he rocks up like Tyrone.
yeah, yeah,
I'm gonna fuck your bitch, long dick style.
yeah. Oh fuck. But yeah, the fucking.
Hey, Benny.
I thought we were talking about the Bradson Bowl.
Yeah,
we
we are,
started.
we are.
Okay.
We're getting to it.
We get distracted, Benny. All right,
Very easily.
But we're just saying it's the first Bedson Bowl of the year.
Bedson.
Bradson.
Oh, Bradson, yeah. What did I say? Bedson.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's something
So
different.
we've had two. Ben's had two each with both of us. This is our first tussle, mate.
Who have Panthers named?
Full squad,
Fuck.
and they've got Scott Sorensen back.
Because they have to
Oh,
win
not
to.
Scotty.
They have to win to actually land a home final.
Yeah. Well, no,
Otherwise-
if Roosters lose and we lose, it's fine.
I was
But
banking.
if we win, we automatically get
Dude,
it.
I was banking on you guys
Yeah.
resting players.
Nah, we're literally full squad.
It's nothing, bro.
Sorro's back. It's back
Gotcha.
back at Penrith Park for the last time. They've renamed it Penrith Park.
Yeah.
They're rocking the old school 80s jerseys, the chocolate soldiers, the brown and whites.
It's a lot of effort to get beat, but anyway, we go on. We move along.
Titans upset, you calling it?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
You want to put some money on it, Brad?
How much money's?
Oh. What? Nah, I don't know.
I
feel bad.
Wow.
See, bro?
He's not even
See that?
Bro, you
No,
just
no.
said confidently you went full squad.
No, I feel bad.
And then you still can't
I feel
even-
bad. I don't want to take.
Ben,
Like you might as well
he's
just
a
get.
bitch, right?
Yeah, bro. That's
Right, $100 then.
Oh, straight
Is
out
that
of the
all?
handy. Is that
What, you want to go more?
No,
Titans are paying $7 through through the NRL.
$100.
You want to do it
You
or
don't have
not?
$100, cunt.
Yeah, I do. Do you want to do $100 or not?
No, but we will.
Oh, do you want my pay ID now or later?
Yeah, I'll send it now.
All right, so we not only do
See,
we
I
have
felt bad about taking my friend's money. Now I feel better.
Do you?
Yeah, that I should, because you guys just made me look like
You're
a bitch.
so happy.
Fucking dogs.
So happy for taking my money, bro. Taking food
Well,
out of my kid's mouth.
you can never
fucking happy.
you can never take that back, Jace. And your initial response was bitch.
Yeah, we forced him into that.
Yeah, but that's all right. We do that on the pod.
Try to do the right
That's
thing.
how. That's what happened to me in Jammin. But anyway.
That's not what. No, that's not what happened at all.
Anyway, so we don't only just have the Spoon Bowl preview this week, but we've also got the Bradson Bowl. So a couple of big games this weekend, and a lot of those top 8 games. A lot of those games, depending on the who wins and who loses, is really going to finalize the position of the top 8 ladder.
It's literally Dolphins and Knights on Sunday.
That'll be a good one, which is
And
the last game
last
of the
game of
round.
the round, yeah.
Yeah. So
I think this happened last year too. The last game of the round decided the top 8.
script writers.
Oh, fuck, surely.
Again, if they're writing the script, they're writing the right one, because by the end of the season, these teams are linking up, and I'm all for it. I think it's way more exciting than having guys rest their players in the last round. Like we usually see that most years. We see New South Wales Cup games.
So how do you did you just talk about the Roosters? How do you feel they are now with 3 of their keys?
Well, we didn't talk about their injuries, which was a big outcome of that game, and in key positions as well. 2 positions of the spine.
They reckon Victor Radley's going to play. He's got a fractured scapula, which is his shoulder blade.
Yeah.
I don't think he's coming back.
Yeah. And if he's coming back, he's not going to be 100%. So
Well, for the role, any role
Connor
that he
Watson,
plays,
Connor Watson at 9, that's
like that.
threatening. Yeah.
Sandon's not bad.
Yeah. So I mean, they've got some good backups. They always do the Roosters. They got some depth, but it's going to be interesting because we've been praising Sam Walker's kicking game on the podcast, and I think they're going to be missing that. But I'm all for it. I don't like the Roosters, so Roosters. And
I
Broncos
hate
can
seeing
get
the boys getting injured.
Yeah.
Like, because I like the cheese, like Sam Walker, but I don't. It's like I've always said this. I like players from teams, but hate the fucking teams themselves. Like, ugh.
I agree. So we'll go back to a couple of headlines for this week that have actually come out. I guess today, the NRL rejects Latrell Mitchell's offer to try and play this weekend. Like the Rabbitohs tried to list him as a playing player so that he serves his 1 game suspension, although he's still got another 9 weeks on the sideline. Thankfully, the NRL declined it.
But you know
it's bullshit, bro.
No, but you know what sucks though is that he can miss the fucking Indigenous All Stars game again
and claim that as his game.
No, but that sucks that he's going to not be a part of that game
when he's so influential.
Yeah, he's so influential to like young Indigenous players and just to that game and that culture, like that whole fucking hype around that game. A big part of it is like always like Latrell and Cody and Nico, the big 3 faces of those games. And that the fact that he might not be able to play it this year.
Do you want somebody who's got a white substance leaning over a table, headlining the game and being the poster boy of the game the following season?
Absolute bullshit that he's not allowed to. That they're not allowed to do this because
I think it's horseshit.
Because look at Taylor May. Like he got to fucking play the grand final,
but that
was all before it all
the semi-final.
No, he didn't get to play. He
got sacked.
It was
he was supposed to play the first. He played the World Cup challenge, but then done his ACL. Then was out for the year. Because remember they were going to start his suspension.
What was the
next year? But he didn't get to play the grand final. He hasn't won a ring.
But they served his suspension while he was injured.
No, they play. His suspension got pushed until the next season.
Did
he try to apply for it or something?
No, he didn't. The NRL said it was sweet.
Oh, so they would have let him do it. They would have let them do that.
Yeah. It was the NRL. It wasn't Penrith.
To.
It wasn't Penrith or anything that did that. It was the fucking NRL that.
That's what I'm saying. He was allowed to, and like it's different rules for Latrell. Like I think it's fucking bullshit, man.
Yeah.
There's other fucking instances of this happening, but I don't
think he still has 9 weeks off, Ben, because he's had his 9 weeks off since Origin 2.
It's been
with his Liz Franks
4 or 5 weeks.
No, with his Liz Frank that he done.
Yeah.
So because I think it was the Parramatta game after Origin 2 that he did it. So middle of the year. So it would have been fucking 10 rounds already. So he would be ready to come back.
I still think that, I actually appreciate the NRL's, consistency. If they do, like you said.
So are you for the NRL not letting him mark this one off, or are you against
100%,
it?
no.
Oh, you're for it?
I'm for, I don't think that he should be able to claim this.
I'd rather him.
But Brandon Smith didn't.
Mate,
when you've got a fucking NRL,
no, but when you're already
so
this is the difference, right? So
it does seem like a Latrell rule, though.
Latrell Mitchell was injured. All right, so he was injured. That's the reason he wasn't playing. He decided while he was injured to go out and do whatever was on the table that night. And so again, if it was an in-game regular season and Trail was playing all those sorts of things and then got caught up in the hype and the situation, I agree. But because he was actually injured and he should have been looking after his injury when clearly you can see that he's not taking that rehab proper and serious. So I don't think that he should get rewarded.
I'm telling you right now, if your Liz Frank is done, you cannot bend over on a table like that.
I don't even think it was Latrell.
You're probably right. Fucking Latrell,
Photoshop AI.
Latrell suit.
Have you ever tried to bend with a fucked up Liz Frank, Ben?
Probably not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've never seen a bloke do it.
Neither.
Still don't know who Liz Frank is.
It's that little man that lives in your foot.
Yeah.
Okay. Still don't know who it is. Anyway.
But also, so on all of that, right? So was it Munster had a white powder incident
with the cheese?
Yep. Wasn't injured.
Wasn't No,
but it was after finals.
But
after Panthers knocked him out.
From what You told me if my memory's fucked, which it is, but
Oh, sorry.
you're all right, bro. You just
Your memory's fucked.
Thank you. NRL didn't do anything, right? I think he didn't play because of his club.
No, but he had to do
He had to do some shit.
Well, he had
bro.
to do a year sober, wasn't it?
He had it way worse.
Yeah, he had to do regular drug testing, alcohol testing.
Which is fine, bro.
And he got removed from the leadership group, so he couldn't be captain. Or
And he got
in that
20
group.
grand fine as well.
Yeah. But Souths are fining Latrell 100 grand. Is that right?
That was rumoured, but no confirmed reports that I've seen.
So Souths are giving him we're going to say it is confirmed. They're giving him a fucking massive fine. And
They gave him a last warning too.
A last warning. And they're trying to get him on the fucking team so that he can serve his suspension.
Well, wouldn't you want him? Wouldn't you want it all left in this year instead of fucking dragging it out?
Yeah, dude. That's what I'm talking about.
But like,
NRL's
I'm with you on that.
shooting
Not even-
themselves in the fucking foot.
But not even more. Not even so much for fucking South season. But I would love to fucking see Latrell out there doing the fucking war dance in a fucking Indigenous game at the start of the season.
You can still do it, then just sit on the pine.
Fucking hell, Ben.
What did-
Ben just wants the fucking Warriors or Kiwi All Stars to get up, bro. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Scared, bro. Scared
Sure.
to admit.
What did fucking Val get?
I think he got 1 week and 20 grand, 25 grand fine as well.
Was it 1 week from NRL or did his club fucking?
No, I think it's NRL. It's like putting a game into disrepute or whatever.
And Cheese got nothing.
Mitch Kenny got a 1 week ban as well for just an Instagram story with no drugs in it, and it just said white line fever or something, and then he deleted it. It was up for like 2 minutes.
Attaboy.
Someone screenshot it.
That's my guy.
Got a 1 week ban as well, but I don't think he got a fine though. But he just got a ban because there was nothing photographed. But yeah, I don't know.
Bro, if he's named, he's named. That's the way I see it. If the independent doctor says, yep, he's sweet, and like you're saying, it's been fucking 10 weeks since he's played and it was a 9-week injury, why the fuck can't they let him do it?
Yeah, I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. I feel it.
Yeah, I feel like if your injury is within the time frame, you're on injury reserve. You're not able. Like, had you been not suspended, you wouldn't have played anyway.
It's because he was like already injured.
Yeah, and like I said, I've got a little bit more against Latrell in this situation. I'm not necessarily feeling as sorry for him as opposed to a player who is celebrating out on the weekend after a season or a win or anything like that. Your team's coming 15th on the ladder, bro. They've loaded you up on the cash. They've put all their signings and everything behind you. They've put their whole hype behind you, and you can't play a full season without getting injured. Again, injuries aren't your fault. However, doing this sort of shit that's only going to encourage those injuries to happen because you're cutting corners in other areas of your training and being a professional athlete.
But
So
then you've got the master.
if you don't want to be a professional athlete, don't be a professional athlete.
He's got the master coach in his corner saying, just fucking let the man live.
Do you know what? Do you know what it sounds like to me, Brad?
Jason Riles.
Oh Jesus,
Bro, come on.
Rolls needs to get the fuck
Oh,
out of that
Wayne's
building
not
as
there
soon as
yet.
quick.
No, but he's in his corner going, what's the fucking problem?
Yeah. Well, and I think next year Wayne going there is going to be a massive thing for him in his career. So I'm
Yeah, I
looking
think
forward
so.
to seeing it.
I think you're getting back.
I don't
on
have
the
as much
straight and narrow.
sympathy as you guys for him.
You think about all the years that Wayne coached at the Broncos and all of that, bro. All of those motherfuckers. Like, remember Sailor's fucking try celebration and shit like that, you know.
What did he do?
The didgeridoo.
Oh,
Is that what you talk about?
No, I'm talking about
The
when
white line fever.
I'm talking about when he
No,
grabbed the
what
corner,
did he
grabbed the
do,
corner
bro?
post and snorted the line.
yes!
Oh,
No way!
Ben's not against that though.
No
Yeah, so he's all
fucking
good.
way!
It sounds like
Well-
it's okay. Two things I've got out of this little conversation with Ben.
Yes.
Ben hates
Hypocrite.
Latrell Mitchell.
Yep.
And also hates bags.
Yes.
Eh,
He's against them.
And third,
you're
still
correct.
do- still-
You might be correct on one of those things.
and third, still doesn't know what a Liz Frank is.
Yeah. Two of those things.
And I'm one of those things.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
But no, I see that's mate, doing a try celebration and taking the piss like that is completely different.
you don't think that's
to-
putting the
Sailor
game
got-
into
Sailor-
disrepute?
Well, you
Sailor
think
got
Trell,
banned.
you think
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
But he also got
that is-
banned for
that is-
actual drugs too.
But he's also
like he actually got done for drugs as well.
How crazy was it when he snapped that cunt's arm, bro?
on the footy show.
On the footy show,
Arm
yeah.
wrestle, eh?
Arm wrestle. Bro, you can't do that if you're on
Wendell's my
drugs.
guy.
Yeah, Wendell before
Not
he
those
went.
sorts of drugs.
Wendell before he went out. I'm gonna win this fucking arm wrestle.
Who was that? What can't remember that guy's name.
Wendell had a bit of white line fever before he did the arm wrestle. That's why he
What was
broke
his
it.
name? The dude. I'm pretty sure he was from Penrith. The dude that got the punch on with Gordon Tallis.
I can't remember
Oh,
his
he's a
name.
next footy player too.
Yeah, fuck. I can't.
I thought
think
it
of
was
his
a
name.
Ryan.
I can't look it up.
I don't know.
Girdler? No.
No, it wasn't Girdler.
Anyway,
I'll think of it later.
but yeah, you know that like it's a similar thing, right? Except that obviously there were actual drugs involved, not just fucking doing a snort the try line celebration.
It wasn't even Try July either, was it?
No, it was,
No, it was no
that,
such,
that didn't exist
no
back
such
then.
thing. Yeah.
But yeah,
But you know, so my point was that Wayne knows what the fucking players get up to, and it's all good to Wayne as long as you're turning up and you're giving your all.
I think everybody knows what
Yeah.
players get up to. Like Christ.
But if the master is giving you the pass, I think the NRL needs to just chill the fuck out, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to move on to the latest NRL headlines news, which dropped before we went live. Kid Leroy is the headline entertainment for the NRL Grand Final.
What the Sigma?
Hey, hey, let him cook.
Let
Let him cook.
It's about time the NRL had some fucking decent entertainment. They had
Who was Rogue Traders last year or something? Man.
Hey, I'll
they
take-
had Bliss and Esso
I'll go
last year or the year
Rogies
before.
are right.
Love Bliss and Esso.
Love a bit of Natalie Bassingthwaite
Yeah,
when she was getting
good.
with Dr. Carl on Neighbours, breaking up marriages and shit.
Oh, that was good, actually.
That's what she was peaking. Now she's lesbian. So
What?
yeah, she got a
Doesn't hit the same when they're 45.
A short-haired female friend.
She joined the Scissor Sisters.
Yep.
Anyway, Kid Leroy, I actually rate it. I like
But-
it.
Love it.
You know what?
You guys fan of the Kid Leroy?
Yes,
yeah,
I am,
but you know
yeah.
what's so NRL about the Kid Leroy, right? Is that he's actually a fucking NRL fan.
Yeah.
He's a South fan.
He's
so when
South
they
fan.
when they went over to Vegas, he fucking like had a hotel over there, linked up with them, and they came over and they gave him a Kid Leroy jersey and shit.
Sick.
That's cool as.
Yeah, so I like that it's an NRL like fan thing instead of like Katy Perry because at the AFL,
Thank you, sir.
because like historically the AFL gets in these huge fucking acts to come play the like they
Like
had
when they
Kiss
got
last year.
when they got Meatloaf.
Oh, okay. Meatloaf's a gun. That was terrible though.
Yeah, I
But
agree with everything you just said. Yeah.
yeah, but R.I.P. Meatloaf. We love you.
Right.
But
You know who else is RIP?
oh, Fat Man Scoop.
Crooklyn Clan. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly right.
But yeah, no, I think it's sick that they're getting like NRL fucking fans that are artists to fucking play, like to get amongst it. Like it's good.
Yo, Katy
So-
Perry don't give a fuck about AFL.
Oh, bro,
Tell you
I guarantee she's gonna sing.
Yeah.
Is she gonna sing "Woman's World"? I tell you
Raw?
what, like
Raw?
if
I got the eye of the tiger.
yeah, well,
Yeah,
if,
that's like 10 years old, that song.
Yeah.
but wait, if Raw
California
can't,
Girls?
I'm not kidding. If
Only
Raw,
if Snoop Dogg comes out.
Raw and ET come on, I'd skull 300 beers. I would
Hey?
do, I would skull 300 beers to Raw or
Would ya?
ET. Yeah,
You're a fan?
with Katy Perry,
Yeah.
are you not?
I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't put her on my
she's
music.
She's got some good
I
assets.
don't think I've got one song
I'll give her
saved.
that. She's got some nice assets.
She got some good. She got some all right tracks,
Good
bro.
features.
She got some all right tracks. But
She's.
Oh, we're talking about her music. Sorry.
Oh yeah. No shit music.
nah, her new stuff can.
Yeah,
Just
when-
just quickly back to the NRL and Kid Leroy. I know you guys love a good doco. There is a Kid Leroy documentary. I believe it's on Stan.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead and watch it, boys. It is so good. It's his upbringing, but on coming and becoming famous. But it also takes you back to his time when he was in Redfern and how he got to support the South Sydney Rabbitohs as well.
Do you think we could get the Kid Leroy on the fucking pod?
That'd be a fucking. I reckon I'd fanboy hard.
Can't see why not.
Yeah, no, we do it without Benny B sucking him off.
Oh, dude, he'd be on his knees.
Yeah.
Off the
Walks
kid.
in with knee pads on. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
he's
ready,
just
boys.
to go.
just walks in. Hey, Skibbity, what's up? Let him cook.
Let him cook.
What the Sigma?
What the Sigma?
Off.
Hey, these two guys are really old. Isn't that weird? Like just ripping on us the whole time.
Well, as you know, I might not even fucking say it anymore.
Oh,
I was going to drop
man.
another Penrith little FTA thing in there, but if you guys watch the 1-4 documentary, he's in that as well. But those 1-4 boys, they're obviously
They go
FTA.
hard, bro.
They rep Penrith,
Yeah.
but as well as it's got the culture between Kid Leroy, South Sydney, and them and Penrith. It's really cool. So
Do you wanna-
a couple of docos there.
Can I mention something about Penrith, actually?
Yeah, go for it.
Brad Fittler with the fucking Fox
Oh
sisters.
my god. Oh yeah, I
Waiting
forgot
for the
about
kiss
that.
cam.
Uncle Creep.
What the
Dude.
fuck, dude? And they're like, "Are we live?" And he's like, "Yeah." And they were like, "Oh my god." What
Yeah.
the fuck?
You couldn't.
It was like me, like at
no,
the start
he
of this
goes.
pod.
He goes. Would you like that or something? When
No,
he talks about the
he
kiss
said,
cam.
he said, do you like it? And then they're like, what? And he goes, the atmosphere here.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
atmosphere. No, I'm talking about the
He
atmosphere.
covered himself.
I was like,
It couldn't have
Freddie.
been more obvious what he
like-
was trying to do.
Freddie, come on, man.
He wanted one on each cheek.
Like,
got
I
it?
feel
It's worth a
like
try, I
I
think.
feel like it like wasn't like to be creep.
As
It was
creepy,
to no,
yeah.
it was to be like harmless, like oh the old kiss cam, like just as a joke. But then when they give awkward looks opposite directions, he stands there
Yeah,
dead
yeah.
center on camera.
They
It's-
ruined it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but that's like that made it fucking weirder than it was. Like,
It was their fault.
Oh, do
No,
you
I'm
think
not-
it wasn't weird?
No, I do think it was weird, but it's like he wasn't trying to be a creep intentionally. It just came super fucking creepy when it like.
Oh, you know what I'm thinking?
they
Freddie
didn't-
Fittler,
'cause you can see
bare
it-
feet in the grass,
No.
fucking mushied up, bro. Just going, imagine getting kissed by the Fox sisters like on
No,
Fox.
but
you
you
know?
can see he's like, oh, I've got a good one here, and then as soon as it starts to turn, he's just like,
What the fuck? Have
you
I
can
just
see
said?
like the
Save
dribble,
it, Freddie. Save it, Freddie.
yeah,
Save it,
the,
Freddie.
the dribbler sweat
your fucking
there
mouth.
inside in the earpiece is just like, shut the fuck up, Freddie, abort.
Daddy, would you like some sausages? Yeah. Fucking Freddie got
Freddie,
fingered, bro.
Freddie, fake a heart attack, something.
Pull a hamstring or something, Freddie.
Do
my
your list,
ACL.
Frank. Do your list, Frank. Do it.
Oh Jesus! Yeah. I don't think. Yeah, I don't have to go down in like the last 5 years most awkward moments caught on NRL
Oh,
film.
dude.
Nah, well, like Brad said, I reckon if it was the intentions of going like one on each cheek and it's like a little it's probably all for show or whatnot.
I
but it
don't.
didn't
Yeah, I
come
don't.
off that
I don't
way.
think he's asking for fucking tongue down the throat. Hey, let's do
Nah.
the kiss cam. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, but it just went. The
Hey.
worst way it could have went is how it went. Like,
Yeah, because it would have been great TV if they played along and just kissed him on the cheek, like
Yeah.
a peck on the cheek.
You'd be
And
like,
Yeah. Oh,
Would've
look
been
at
great
go,
TV.
Freddie.
yeah, but it went the other way, and everyone's like, "Don't, Freddie,
Yeah.
stop, stop,
Freddie, no!
Yeah, you're just screaming at the TV, Freddie! Stop! Oh, fuck.
Everything's going in slow motion. Anyways, boys. There's a quick preview up on the board there of the next round. Any games stand out to you guys in particular before we move on to yarns and takes?
Spoon bowl, baby.
Spoon Bowl number 1, I think, is game of the round.
Could be.
Number 2, I'm going Dolphins Knights because it's top 8
Yeah.
personified. Actually, Sharks Eagles is interesting. Yeah, but to be honest, Shark doesn't matter where the fuck they play in the finals, they're going to lose anyway.
I think Dogs Cowboys could be a good game.
That too, because it's for 5th and 6th, so they're
Yeah.
both playing for home as well. Oh wait, is that how it works? 5th and 6th?
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll
You're
work.
asking the wrong guy, man.
You know what we should do though for finals?
What?
When the brackets finalise Sunday night, we all put our own brackets in
Put in a bracket
and see who's the closest.
in the Your Mates chat, maybe.
No, put it on the socials.
Oh yeah.
See whose bracket is the closest. So it's on Wax. It's on the Instagram, and then see whose is the worst or furthest off. And we'll work out a point system because you could have the shittest fucking pick the whole way through, but you could pick the grand final winner.
Oh, okay.
So
So, like
that-
each round is like worth more points.
Points, yeah,
Like
yeah.
grand final is worth 4.
Say like grand
Like
final, give
prelims
yourself
is worth
give yourself
3.
an even 10 for
Yeah,
grand
yeah.
final winner, but you get like 2 points for picking each.
But if you don't pick the bracket, you're not. Oh, you can pick the winner.
You could still pick the winner.
Yeah, but you can't pick the. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
you get me?
Yeah,
So you could
gotcha.
still win with just picking the grand
Okay.
final. But
Yeah, we
go
could-
I reckon that could be a little and
Is
then
it-
then we'll get we'll pick a punishment. The two the winner gets to pick a punishment for the loser. Or the two higher picks.
All right.
You keen on that,
Benny
Ben?
wasn't here for any
Oh,
of that.
Ben.
That's all right. I'll listen tomorrow.
We'll do finals bracket for the finals.
Yep.
So we'll pick our own brackets once it's released on Sunday, once it's finalised, pick a bracket, and then we give points according to the bracket, like to each team. So you pick whoever's versus and who.
Okay.
And whoever
As
loses.
they progress, you got semis, prelims. As you progress through, the further along round is worth more
I see what
points
you mean.
to pick a winner.
I like that. That's a cool little.
So we'll do
what'd
that.
you say? Like 10,
So
10 points.
we'll do 10,
to pick the
even
grand
10 for
final.
grand final.
Yep.
But then we'll do 2, maybe 5 for the second week, and then
3, 2, 1 type thing. Or
Maybe
3, 2.
we'll work it out.
Yeah. All
And
right.
then loser gets a punishment though.
Yep. I'm all for it. As
Sick.
long as it's not me. Anyways.
The punishment is a bet with Jammin.
Oh, that's a decent punishment.
Fuck, you thought Benny got goosebumps before talking about weightlifting?
Speaking of
Jammin
jamming,
just got wrecked as fuck.
speaking of jamming, we've actually got a couple of your mates' yarns and takes. He
Let's
sent
get
one
into
through to
them.
the group chat. Did you listen to it? Anybody listen to it?
Nah.
I don't know if it's worth playing.
Oh yeah, it's a reply to me.
Yeah, okay.
But
So
yeah,
okay.
play it. Yeah.
Play it?
Yeah, it's funny.
Play yours first.
Yeah, go on, play mine.
All right. This is Brad first.
Yeah, German. Jason's been saying for 26 weeks now that he's got one that
You
we
got
can
me on
use.
fast forward.
Still
Yeah.
hasn't produced it. Probably talking shit. But what's new,
Tappity.
you know?
Yeah, there you
It
go.
is
Awesome.
Jason after all.
So I accidentally did that.
Yeah, not us. That's why you said the other day, you're like, who sped up the chat? And I'm like,
Oh, bro, you should have seen my end of it. It was like when we were talking to each other, it was like we were fucking yelling at each other. I think I probably was yelling anyway, but it's a lot better because there's a lot of dribble in between.
so what did he say? I'd missed it. It was
But Jammin said you guys should get a mobile phone for the podcast and do live calls. So he was just confirming that we've actually got that. We're just waiting for a SIM card.
Oh yeah, I
waiting
keep
for a
forget-
phone
I've got a
from
phone.
Jason.
I keep forgetting.
Interesting that Benny's waiting 26 weeks for something that someone promised and didn't receive. Hey.
That's actually a good one. I'll reply to that one.
No, you won't.
And then that's going to get us onto our mates' yarns and takes through the Facebook page. Again, guys, if anybody wants us to give our takes or I guess get out anything that you feel like our listeners might enjoy, make sure that you send it through to either our Facebook or our Instagram. We are very shortly going to announce a number that you guys can actually call up on and text your stuff through to as well. But for the meantime, just use our Instagram and our Facebook pages through to DMs and direct messages. This next one is from our favourite mate, the Black Hobbit, Aidan Gleeson. It goes for a minute and a half, so I'm sure we're in for it. For anybody that hasn't listened to Aidan's yarns before, strap yourselves in because he takes you on a bit of a ride.
Oh yeah.
Hey, it's me. It's your favourite. It's your local. You know who the fuck it is. Got a yarn for you about the first time I ever got clotheslined. And surprise, surprise, it was by Bogo's doing. So back in the day, we lived in Kingscliff on Kingscliff Street. And this house that we lived in was a split level backyard. And there was a grass ramp running up one side to get to the top level at the back. And I don't know what the other fella's name was, but it was Brad's mate. I was only about 7 or 8. And Bogo and his friend were like, "Oh yeah, Aiden, ride down this ramp here, and we'll string this rope up." Like, okay, didn't think anything of it.
No way.
Hooking down this little grass ramp. Next minute I know, they've pulled this fucking rope tight. It's come up at neck level. Bang! Straight across the fucking throat. Fucking went flying off my bike. Got completely fucked up. Couldn't breathe. Couldn't do anything. Lying on the ground choking. And finally got the wind back into me. Got up and had this massive fucking rope burn all around my neck. I was fucked for like a week, I remember. It was fucked up. Fuck you, Bogo. Still remember that. Fucked me up, that did. Anyway, fellas, in ya, hanging out ya.
Hold up.
How's
Was that the same yarn that you told, except you left out the part that you clotheslined your fucking brother?
How's it we talk about bike yarns and this kind of has
Bro.
one ready to go?
Was that the same situation, or you tying off bike ropes,
Bro,
the bikes
he's lying.
to ropes?
He's lying. That never happened.
Were you
God.
trying to lynch your brother? Fucking hell, bro.
Was that a different situation from the yarn you spat earlier on?
Yeah.
Oh
He
my
was like,
God.
Did you do that, Brad?
I don't remember it at all.
Yeah, I'd
He's
try.
gotta
I'd try
give
and
more
blank
details
I'd try
about
and
the
blank a
house.
lynching out as well.
He's got to. He's got to
hell.
give more details about the house, bro, because I don't remember like living in a house that he described.
Well, he's got PTSD, so he probably remembers it perfectly.
But I do remember having friends, so it might have happened. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry. Hold on. A public apology. Sorry that I don't remember trying to take your head off, Black Hobbit.
He'd
Dude,
do it
that
all
rope,
over
that
again.
rope, if it was only 7 or 8, that rope must have been pretty close to the ground. He would have only been about 2
Bro,
foot
I'm
tall
trying
then.
to remember where I lived when I was 9 or 10, dude. Like, I must have blanked it completely out.
Yeah, fuck.
I do remember actually one time that me and my friends did try to kill Black Hobbit though. We went to Coogin Primary, great school. Love you, Coogin Primary. Who was it? Kurt Henry, Stuart Kennedy.
I mean, you don't need to pull out the last names for a double homicide.
couple other boys. We found like it was like a tree root. You know how tree roots like grow out of the ground sometimes, like on the camphor laurels and stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think they always grow out of the ground.
And we found this like long plank of wood. It was like maybe 3 meters long or something. And we're like, oh, this is like a seesaw. We're like, oh, we could launch someone with this. And I was like, oh, I know someone small. And I got Aiden to come and stand on one end. And it was like right near a fence. And so one of the boys, I think it was Kurt, he's like the biggest dude. And he jumped off the fence, like onto the other side to like catapult him. And we thought like we weren't trying to kill him. We thought he'd just like launch like straight up like a rocket sort of thing.
And he knew you were going.
Yeah,
off
he
the
was
he,
a willing-
he was watching him jump
Bro,
off the fence.
He was a willing participant. Trust me. He was like, yeah, that sounds sick. Except when he launched, he like kind of wasn't ready for it. And so he flipped straight upside down because his like legs launched above his head. And he did shoot up like a rocket, but his legs went higher than his head. And then when he came back down, he obviously had no control and he landed on the tree roots on top of his head. And he got completely fucked up. He would have been in like year 3 or 4.
Well, were you all like, when he was in the air, what was your sort of thoughts?
Like, holy fuck, he's going pretty
shit.
high.
Oh, mate.
But like, obviously, I was very concerned once I realized he got fucked up.
Once you saw
He might not remember it because he may have been concussed. But
Concussed.
concussed.
Is that because he was in a tree? It's like a cocoon.
You can't say that word, mate.
Well,
Anyway.
concussed. Well, I can't say cocoon.
Yeah, you got to stutter.
I thought you
Well, you
started.
got to stutter.
Oh, you weak cunt.
Oh, that's good.
It's like a butterfly, bro. Chill out. God. This motherfucker, eh?
Just don't stutter next time, Jace.
Got him. But yeah, sorry, Black Hobbit, for trying to kill you multiple
that's cool.
times during your life.
Just a quick one on that. Remember when you used to be on the seesaws at like a playground or whatever? You'd
Oh.
try and you'd put all your weight into the next bump, trying to get each other off, and
Launch.
you'd be both looking at each other in the eyes, like, oh fuck, one of us is about to go.
Nah,
Sports.
the best one was though, Ben. You put your fucking when you were getting the bounce back down, you'd push all your weight in and then
Yeah.
roll off the back.
Oh,
Yeah.
And then like some poor assholes getting their asshole
gets-
caved in.
Yeah, straight up.
Bro, they had the worst seesaws ever in Warwick, bro. They were just like timber slabs. Things have been there since the 60s. And they had like old tires dug into the ground to catch you like the bottom.
Remember those.
tires.
I
Yeah.
remember those.
And like one of the tires on one of these seesaws was like caved in. So if you hit, you're basically just hitting the ground and the
Yeah.
force is going straight up your back.
Straight to the-
I had the right like and it was just a metal you know those
the
U-bolts.
bar.
You know the U-bolts and
Yeah.
they screw in at the bottom.
Yeah.
So it's just metal ones of those and I'd just hold on to it and then I'd literally roll off the back, get my brother every time because I was heavier than him. So he'd just take a fucking ass full of jolts up his back. And
So-
it's just like yeah.
So it's a common thing, like big brothers, they're out to fuck up their little brothers.
Oh, 100%. 100%. I remember doing the you ever watch like the James Bond movies and they'd walk off Hitman the game?
Yeah.
You walk up and you go
Oh, yeah.
and do that. So I'm fucking around one day. My youngest brother, he's 6 years younger than me. He's only like
For those who are just listening, it's the break of the neck.
yeah, so he's 5. And I'm just like joking around. I go up to him and he was like soft as. I just go and like his whole neck cracks and then he just falls to the ground. I'm like, holy shit.
I killed him.
Yeah, I started instantly freaking out, but he fell to the ground to cry. And I'm like, oh, sweet, he's still alive. And then he gets
he can
up, and I'm
cry,
like,
he's all right.
oh, fuck, okay, sweet.
Thought he killed him.
Oh, dude, I reckon I cracked his whole spine.
Yeah.
I reckon I got him from his head to his tailbone. The whole thing, it was like a xylophone, bro. It was terrible.
Alrighty, boys, we got another one from Georgie Malik, our mate over at Brouhaha.
Thanks for the beers, brother.
Thanks, brother.
And the shirts
Cheers.
and the cases.
Hey fellas, George from Brouhaha Brewery here. Just wanted to give a shout out to the fellas for last Friday for coming and have some brews at Sports Bar. It was a freaking awesome night. And just wanted to share some good news that Star Liquor Labrador will have both locals lagers, the mid and the heavy, ranged hopefully by this weekend. They just took 6 cartons of each just to get the ball rolling. So really hoping Your Mate's crew can get in there and sell them out so they can
Do it,
order up
boys.
another load for next week and finally get you guys some locals lager from Brouhaha that you guys can taste and try for yourselves and see what all the fuss is about. Anyway, cheers, boys. Have a good one.
Legend.
Love you, Georgie.
Love you, Georgie.
I'm definitely going to reiterate that and put it all out to. I know you guys got a lot of mates down those ways. So again, make sure that we go ahead and support the lads over at Brouhaha. Try them out for yourselves. But I think that we could easily
We could do
sell
six,
the-
we could
sell
do
the
6
boys
cartons
out.
in a weekend.
Easy, yeah.
Because I'm
Get
definitely
behind
going
the
to
boys.
get one because I've got
And
some
50
footy
each.
to watch on Saturday. So
And if you go to your fucking local bottle-o, even if you're not
Ask 'em.
out there to get Brouhaha, support the boys. You know, you might be going to get your usual or whatever, and you know they don't have Brouhaha. Hit them
Ask.
up.
Yep.
Hit them up because that's the way we're going to get this going.
Because they can order them in, and then
Yeah.
the more orders and quantities that they
And-
get, the more regular that it's going to be up there.
And you boys know, I saw a Brouhaha van
Yes, you
on
did.
the highway. When was that? Yesterday?
Yesterday.
On its way down the Gold Coast. Do you want to
Play the voice.
Play the voice memo.
I was going to say, I actually wanted to do this. Because Brad, even over the messages, you could tell how excited Brad actually was.
It was fucking wonderful, dude. I was like, I can't believe what I'm seeing right now. There's a Brouhaha van on the fucking Gold Coast on its way down. And I was sure because of the look of the guy. I was like, he's dropping me beers off.
And I'm not even kidding. I actually got a little hyped to have a Brouhaha on Wednesday
Did you?
because I had all the cartons sitting in the garage and I was like, I'm not going to bin it and drink them all tonight.
I think you went.
Not going to
here
bend
we
it,
go.
eh?
Yeah.
Like Bane win it. This was the voicemail.
Cruising down the highway right now and just got overtaken by a Brouhaha van heading down the Gold Coast. Give me some beer, cunt!
This is Brad driving past the Brouhaha van.
But he was in the passenger seat,
Of
obviously.
course.
Boys? Yeah, the boys? Oh, dude that's driving has the best mustache right now. Fuck, so jealous. That was actually fucking hot.
Was it a big, thick Mario
Dude,
looking
it
one?
was fucking thick, like it covered his bottom lip.
A brewery mo.
Are we
Yeah.
talking just
Yeah.
a mo? Like, or are we
It was
talking like,
nothing else,
handlebars?
dude. Nothing else. It was just like a normal, like
Cock, like a proper cock broom.
yeah. It was just normal. Like his hair was, about 100 mil thick, long. Sorry, nothing but a mustache, bro.
Nice.
And I'm pretty sure his sunglasses were like blue tint,
That's even
and
better.
he might have had one of those like wetsuit bands around the back holding his glasses on.
Didn't
That's
look like
sick.
Ortega's sparring partner though.
Oh, God.
No, it was black.
But Georgie, you got to look at giving the bro a pay rise for his moustache solely for his
Surely
moustache.
there's a mustache bonus.
Surely. We got another regular, Mickey Plante.
Oh, Plante.
Plante is back this week and he sent this one in. So thanks for sending it in, brother. I look forward to hearing it.
Hey lads, it's Planty here. How's going?
Good, mate.
Just a little question for the potty. Boys, what was the first concert that you ever went to?
Ooh.
And what was the first album you ever bought yourself?
Ooh.
I'll go first. My first concert was Boys to Men. I think it was in about 1994. And the first album that I ever bought was actually Metallica Black album.
Oh, what
I
an
thought you were going to
album.
say Men to
That was
Boys.
about 1991. So, yeah. What What was yours, boys? Let us know.
I love that. I love that type of yarn.
Well, in 1991, Planty, I was born. I think I was born a couple months before Metallica Black came out.
Still grew up on it though, knowing you.
Oh, dude, I fucking froth Metallica. I don't know. I'm trying
First concert you went to. Start with that.
I wouldn't count festivals, but first concert I went to was AC/DC Black Ice Tour in Brisbane. Fucking probably still the best live show I've seen. And first album I bought with my own money was Offspring Americana.
Offspring Americana.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah, Offspring Americana and Nirvana Nevermind were two albums I bought at the same time. So,
yeah,
two first albums I bought, and first concert was AC/DC.
2 for 1 or something.
Yeah, Retrovision.
Sanity. No, Retrovision.
Yeah, I was in.
CDs.
This is in Monto.
Retrovision. Fuck, that's a throwback.
He wants to know. Planty wanted to know your first concert and your first CD you bought with your own money.
I think my very first concert was the Wiggles, but where I had an actual option and choice too. We're out.
My one. Sorry. Thanks, mate.
My first choice concert that I got to go to was Fall Out Boy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
Love a bit of Pete Wentz and Patrick Stump, I think it is.
What a last name, eh?
And then my first album that I bought was it would either have to be Now 13. Did you guys ever have Now over here?
Oh, yeah, hits of Now.
Bro, yeah. So it would be it would be like So Fresh.
Yeah,
and
So
Now.
Fresh, yeah.
So Fresh was another one. But the actual album, Now 13 was my very first one. I got it for my birthday. It had Black Eyed Peas, Where Is the Love on it.
Yep.
It got slammed. And my first actual album probably would have been Generation by Simple Plan.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
Bit of a.
Ben,
I know,
you are,
yeah, see,
Ben,
I'm-
you are
I'm-
so white. Holy shit.
I love my
white,
rock.
dude.
That was
They're
mine.
not rock. They're emo. But
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. I thought emo was a thing when I was younger. Like I thought emo was like it was.
Oh,
cool
it's
to
a
be
thing.
emo.
Yeah. Frolets for days, bro.
Oh my god, it's firing one off.
Jesus Christ.
Doing some trail lines.
Bro,
in there,
I held that back. I could have full dad sneezed that. But anyway, my first concert. He's gonna laugh, I think, because
Plantays was Boys to Men.
was it?
Yeah. And his first album was Metallica Black Album in 91.
Well, Boys to Men were my first as well.
No way.
Yeah,
Remember
you
I
talked
told the
about
yarn?
that. Yeah,
You
yeah.
went with Plante.
Yeah.
Maybe he was there.
Well,
dude.
he went in 94.
Yeah, sounds about right. What?
Yeah.
I would have been.
Didn't you go with the school group, though?
Yeah,
The
I
fuck was
pretty-
Plante doing there?
Maybe he was performing. I don't know. He was on the fucking light crew. Anyway,
He's just a roadie. Where do you want these kegs, boys?
but no, the first one that I had a choice to go to, because I was never into like going out or doing bands and that. When I was young, I was a fucking stoner. Didn't drink, just smoked bongs all the time with me mates, and we just hung out on the farm and shit.
Bob Marley.
No, it was actually Black Eyed Peas. And LMFAO were like the
Openers.
The openers, dude. They were nobodies, and they're out there just going, "I'm in Brisbane, bitch."
So funny that nobody's getting
The
down.
polka dot bikini. I remember that, bro. Remember that song?
Yeah. Hey, girl.
Yeah.
In that polka dot bikini.
Yeah. But that was actually a really fucking sick concert.
Yeah, nice.
My first album. I'm not gonna say first CD because CDs didn't come out till 2 or 3 years after I started buying my own music. My first album though was Korn.
And I'm the white one.
Yeah, it was heavy metal, bro.
Yeah.
Corn. You couldn't get more white boy than fucking going corn.
Bro, you said Fallout Boy.
Yeah, you said Fall Out
Yeah,
Boy.
and Simple
you
Plan.
said Simple Plan.
Jesus Christ.
That's called nostalgia, bro. Every kid from my era was in the same boat.
Ben,
Hey.
you're almost what's wrong with this generation.
I can't remember.
That was the name of the album.
Jason, you got to help me out here because I've got a bad memory.
What year was it?
What was the album where it was like hopscotch
Follow the leader.
off the edge of the cliff?
Yeah, you would have had that on CD.
No, it was on fucking
Cassette?
cassette.
It came out on CD. I think that came out like 97.
I'm gonna say it was before 2000
Yeah, it was like 98, 97.
because 2000 I started listening to Eminem.
yeah. it
And
would
you
have
also
been-
had an MP3 in 2000.
I actually had a Discman.
Not me.
I had a Discman, bro.
Walkman?
No, Walkman was cassette. I didn't have a Walkman, but I did have a Discman.
Yeah. Because I was living in North Queensland when the Y2K bug was gonna hit, bro. I remember that shit.
Dude, the year 2000 party was so fucking sick. Like
Yeah.
I was only 9, but it was still like I still remember all the music. Like the Bloodhound Gang, Bad Touch got flogged to death.
Yeah.
Anthem to the Year 2000
I was
by
gonna
Silver
say
Jay
Anthem
got
to the-
flogged to
yeah.
death.
Yeah.
And like they literally had the disco party for like all the younger people in a fucking equestrian yard. So every time people were stomping, all the sawdust was going everywhere.
sick.
Bro, and we're like, why is the smoke machine up so much? It wasn't, it was sawdust, and everyone like left coughing their asses out.
But my first CD was The Offspring.
Americana.
Americana.
That's
yeah.
that was mine too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was going to say, didn't Plante say that as well? But no,
Yeah.
it was Jace.
Offspring, Americana, and
shit.
Nirvana Nevermind.
Hell yeah, dude.
2 for 1 at Retrovision.
Yeah. You know what I've been bumping all this week? 50 Cent The Massacre.
Great album.
Great album, dude. Like all this week for no reason at all. I was just like, I want to listen to 50 Cent The Massacre, the whole album.
That was like me this week with Sean Kingston.
Sean
Somebody
Kingston.
got 911.
your
Shawty
boy.
fire burning on the dance floor.
Right, you know what I've been flogging the death out of since last week?
Your cock.
You've that too, but the Oasis, bro.
Oh no, you
Gallagher-
caught
They're a bit
bug.
slow, bro. They
Hey,
put me to bed.
I had the bug fucking like 18 years ago.
No, but you've because
I've caught it
because
again.
they're gonna
'Cause
tour.
I go through
caught the
and
bug
a heap
again.
of their songs are already in like some of my Spotify playlists,
Yeah.
and then now like I'm just like fuck it, smash this one, smash that. Oh, I haven't listened to this in a while, and dude, they're so fucking.
My
good.
last one for the night was my very first music festival that I went to. We had to catch a bus to the venue. Shout out to my mate Tom Morrell, and he pretty much single-handedly on the train so he had to catch a bus from the train to the stadium, and on the bus ride he pretty much single-handedly created the whole bus to sing Wonderwall on our arrival.
True.
So like that song Wonderwall, just so many memories.
What did
that
he
come
do?
up.
Just put it on?
Oh no, he just started screaming it, bro, and everybody started screaming it. But like we went for 5 minutes straight and walked out into the music festival. What a
pretty
fucking
cool.
festival!
If they come
it
to
was, dude.
Australia, I'm willing to spend like $800 to see those guys.
$800 each.
A ticket, yeah, I'd pay $800.
Alrighty.
Aren't they only going to Perth?
Nah, that's the only rumoured shit, but I can't see them just doing Perth. Like, I reckon it's probably going to be like Sydney, Melbourne, probably.
Yeah.
Alrighty, boys. That's going to have to wrap us up tonight. We've already lost video halfway through, so to our YouTube viewers, you're probably going to see that, but our audio listeners are not going to affect that. And if you guys are listening through Spotify or Apple Podcasts, any of the main podcasting platforms, head over to our page and give us a 5-star review if you enjoyed the listen. Make a couple of comments as well, and that really helps push the podcast out to the masses and helps the boys. Like, we only really get to sit down one time per week. We've got a group chat that some of them talk to and some of them text on the side. So some people don't actually get the full fucking memos.
So salty.
Dude, salty bitch period is 2 days, baby.
But again,
2 days.
if you help share our podcast, again, we can link up more often. I'm not going to get left out of all the group chats, so maybe I'll be on the same page as the boys. But if you guys love the content and you want to hear more of it and want to see it more frequently, we can fucking give up our day jobs and become
yeah.
full-time podcasters, but only with the support of our mates. So again, the best way that you can do that is by following us across social media, heading over to our YouTube channels, making sure that you're already subscribed, get into the comment section over there, as well as jump on whatever Spotify, Apple Podcast platform that you're on. Give us a 5-star review on that with a couple of comments there.
Yep. And
Oh,
tell a
yeah.
mate to tell a mate.
Tell a mate to tell
Word
a
of
mate.
mouth, word of
About
mouth
your
helps.
And
Yep.
jump on your socials and find Brouhaha.
Yep.
Because these guys are bloody legends. Shout out to George and your partner Helena, and Aaron as well from
Aaron Liao, Star Liquor.
from Star Liquor, and your partner Katie as well. Absolute legends, great people.
And we're going to be heading up to the Brouhaha Brewery over the next sort of, I guess, couple of months. So if you're following us on social media, you'll see some of the content doing that. But if not, again, make sure that you're following us. Follow the Brouhaha Brewery, and you'll be in the loop with all that. While I'm at it, the last part that, again, I'm asking anybody to do is if you guys are watching it on YouTube or anything like that, take a photo of it and upload it to your story. Tag us so we know that you've done it.
We'll share them all.
Yeah, we will share them all, as well as we will really start to notice who's doing it. And we'll
Actually, that's a good point, Ben. Can I give a massive shout out to Kimbo and Melissa, who share every single episode.
Nice.
They share
Without a
every
doubt.
episode without a doubt every week. Love yous.
Even though you're a
shout out.
Cowboys fan, I'll give you a pass, Kimbo.
And I think, oh man, Melissa's going to kill me, but I think she's a Sharks fan.
Yeah, gross.
still love you.
Yeah, still love you, but gross.
No, I don't. No, gammon.
Sigma.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to you guys. Love yous. I actually love all the Blood Orgy sisters. Good on yous.
So any of the reshares and all those types of things, guys, they really help. And as Jason said, tell a mate to tell a mate about your mates, and that's probably the best way that we can get around. While you're at it, go over to TopSport, follow our sponsors, and Brouhaha Brewery as well. If we haven't said it enough already, they are the best lager around. Help support the Queensland guys. Until next week, lads.
Before sign-outs,
Yep.
can I just say, keep an eye out because Brouhaha have actually given us, 9, 10 different types of beer to taste test.
2 limited editions too. There's only 200 cartons of these.
Baby.
And George gave us 2 4-packs of them. We've got the Scotch Ale and the
Strawberry sour, is it?
the strawberry
Oh, baby.
Imperial Strawberry Rhubarb
Yeah.
Sour. This is 8%, so we will be doing beer tests on every one of these 4-packs.
Keep an eye out.
And
And-
I'm not the biggest,
Crafty?
crafty or ale dude. I'm pretty much just lager and that's it. So I'm going to be
I
giving
think
some
you're-
genuine takes.
I think you're gonna be after
pleasantly
this,
surprised.
You're gonna become a crafty guy.
Ooh, that's
you're
a
like
big call.
Like you've got that in you.
It's a
Benny.
big call.
You've got that in you.
What is-
But I'm going to put
Anyway,
it
we'll
out
talk
there because we have 4 packs of each. I think we get a made in, but you have to earn your fucking spot.
Yeah, you
So
don't just get no
you send
handouts
us
here.
you send us your best why you should do a beer taste with us, and you
Yeah.
can come and join the video.
Well, this
and
is some limited edition shit.
yeah, especially for the limits. But we might work out a mixed up system to get them out, not just to pick them by as they go. Maybe a spinning wheel or something.
So if you guys want to do some beer tasting with your mates, make sure that you send us a DM and get around it as well. If you're uploading the stories every week, I think Kimbo's first in line. All those types of things. They do go a long way and they help push the pod. So, but anyway, guys, it's already been almost 2.5 hours. It's been a good yarn. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to seeing and hearing from you all next week. Later, bye.
Bye.
Peace. He's waiting for you to do it right at the end.
Daddy.